The lights are on.
Larson has gone up the middle, 50, 45, 40, stumbles, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and dives to the byline and into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
The field is lined.
Cuts it upfield. He's got some movement. He is gone. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown, Patriots.
Let's do this, Tuscaloosa. This is Hillcrest Football on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network. Now, Brent Jones, Brad Armstrong, and the Hillcrest Student Broadcast Crew. Hillcrest Football on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Welcome to Roy Johnson Stadium on the campus of Hillcrest High School. Hillcrest High School ready to take on the Florence Falcons tonight in their first ever game in Class 7A. All right. Brian at this time as they're running around doing everything. Here comes Coach P. Let's adjust this camera a little bit so we have a better shot of the booth. Yes, from the Bama Stuff broadcast booth. And also this is, as you saw just a moment ago, the Mark Nelson, County Commissioner of District 3 pregame show. Again, I am Brent Jones. Brad Armstrong will be along in a minute, and you see Coach P up here behind me talking away as he often does. All right, so it's going to be, well, wow, you know, we've been waiting so long since late November of last year when the Patriots lost to Saraland, down in Saraland in the third round of the playoffs. Ryan Williams, who has been the bane of Hillcrest existence for 2 years now, and the Saraland Spartans. But now those guys are gone. 6A is gone. It's 7A now. And Hillcrest is here on August 23rd of 2024, ready to venture into 7A and to see how they can do. And my goodness, a venture into 7A, well, it's going to be an adventure, you really have to say, because Hillcrest is in the toughest region in the state at any level. I mean, we're talking the Thompson Warriors, the Hoover Buccaneers. We're talking the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
You're right.
We're talking the Vestavia Rebels.
Absolutely.
We are talking the toughest region in the state at any level, Coach P.
Possibly ever. You know, Brent, we talk about it not just being the toughest region in 2024, but with all due respect to Spain Park, who moved down, they're getting a pretty dang good 6A team moving up into it right now.
Yeah.
So I know those other teams that you just mentioned, them, their players, their coaching staffs, you know, obviously – you know, they're excited, but they're not happy about having to play us this year either. So, you know, I know one of the big things the football coaches have been going with this year is we're 7A, so what, right? So what? I think that's kind of the mentality of this team is, so what? Somebody's hurt, we lost all these players, so what? We are here to play this game, Mr. Jones.
You play the team that's on the other side of the ball, regardless of who it is.
Absolutely.
Right? And you prepare the same way.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I am super excited.
Man, me too, man. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this since Saraland last year.
Oh, that's what I was just saying. Yes, indeed. Falcon Nation is across the way. They've traveled down from Florence, Alabama, a good two and a half hour drive from Florence.
Well, all six of them have. I mean, I know we got about 26 minutes to kickoff, but good gracious.
Not a very big crowd
so
I'm
far,
sure
they'll
but
show
maybe
up.
it'll
I'm
pick
sure
up
they'll
just a
show
little
up.
bit now. And also, I'm sure the crowd here at Hillcrest on our side looking pretty good, huh? Yeah.
Not bad. They're starting to file in.
Starting to file in, yeah. Getting through those metal detectors.
The weapons detection devices, Mr. Jones.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yes, Mr. Jones.
Weapons detection device.
Correct. I was corrected by the people yesterday, but we're so happy to be broadcasting it, and I always feel safe in our stadium, but a little extra added measure of security this year.
Is will metal be offended if you call it a metal detector?
The guy running the metal detectors, the weapons detection devices was. So that's the one. That's the one I was worried about.
Okay. And there you see a nice shot of our fancy Jumbotron scoreboard that we've had for, what, a year now? Well, last year was the first year of the
Brent,
Jumbotron,
I'm old.
right?
That feels
I think
right.
last year was
feels
the
like
first
a year,
year, but yeah.
Right, yep.
Okay, and offense is misspelled, but, you know,
well, you know what?
We'll let that go.
That's not misspelled if you're in London, England. That's just the British spelling. That's okay. You're giving a little international culture to this. Yep.
I hope that wasn't offensive. See what I did there? See what I did there?
Just want to make it known in the booth. We lasted a little under 300 seconds this year.
All right. Hey, you know what? I think it would be a great idea for us to find out what Coach Mitchell has to say about this new venture into 7A and tonight's game. So why don't we go now to the Coach Jamie Mitchell pregame show and see what Coach Mitchell has to say. The 2024 season is about to get started, and I'm here with Coach Jamie Mitchell. Before we get started talking about the 2024 season, let's not forget about the 2023 season. Let's take a minute and let's reflect on it and talk about what a fantastic accomplishment that season was.
Yeah, you know, what a magical run, you know, and really the last 3 years, really all of them, all separate teams, all different dynamics and, you know, different personalities, but you know, last year was just an incredible year. You know, one of the best defenses, if not the best defense that I've ever have been a part of. You know, just a kicking game. You know, Evan Williams just continued to set us up in great field position week in, week out, and you know, golly, it was a lot of fun. You know, and thought we played our hearts out at Saraland, and you know, just for the last couple of years, those guys have just had our number. You know.
You know, let me stop you right there, because Ryan Williams at Saraland has been the bane of our existence at Hillcrest, right? For the past 2 years, we've won 20 games and lost 2 games to Ryan Williams. I know he had some help, but still. But now, isn't it nice that he's just right across the street?
That's right.
Wearing crimson, and we get to pull for him now.
Absolutely. You know,
continue on what you're saying.
You know, I think, you know, so much. I get asked that a lot. You know, what's special about this place, and you know, from friends in Mississippi and Arkansas both, and it's an easy answer. You know, our administration, you know, and our fan base just make it such a pleasure to work there, and it's not even work. I mean, it's just it's so fun. It is. It really is. And you know what you do, and Brad, Jeff, Kevin, just the whole group, man. It's just it's a unique team. You know, you guys are part of us, and we're part of y'all, and you know, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
You know, I tell people that if it weren't for Ryan Williams, we might be a 2-time state champion of 6A, ready to try to get one in 7A. But let's talk about 7A. That's the big news of the season, obviously, right? Moving up to 7A. Now, these past few years in 6A in our region, you know, we've had some kind of cakewalks. And, you know, we get up there and we win 60-3, 56-7, these kinds of things. But those days are gone now, aren't they?
They sure are, you know. Every state's different, I know, but, you know, I spent 5 years in 7A in Arkansas, and it's just different, you know. I mean, the coaching is at the top notch across the board. The schemes and the players, you know, a big win. And, you know, we played for 4 state titles in a row, so we were as good as anybody in the state of Arkansas. But every Friday night, a big win for us would have been, you know, 31-17 or 28-14. You know,
that's a wide margin.
That's a wide margin in 7A. You know, so they're going to be super competitive games, and you know, it's going to be a lot different. You know, I asked Bryson the other day. I said, "How many games?" We played 13 games last year. How many did you play 4 quarters in? And he thought for a second it was 4 games.
Wow.
4 games that he played.
That's including regular season and playoffs.
Yep, out of 13 games.
That's amazing.
So that will be, you know, totally and completely different. So a lot of things will be different. Things are really going good. Man, we got so many questions that we're not sure about, and you
kind of feel like you have the answers a little bit at practice. But you never really know until the lights are up and the show's going.
Yep, we've had 2 big scrimmages, a week ago Saturday and then last Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night was great.
Yep, just really help us evaluate, you know, some kids. And we have so many. The competition on our field is just incredible right now. Just and we're going to play a lot of guys Friday night. We don't know who's going to be the best ones, you know. So it's going to take a couple of weeks before all of that's sorted out, and we kind of figure out who can do what. But it's been a really, really good couple of weeks. Yeah.
I want to ask you some specifics now. Tell us what we can expect from the offense this year.
Well, I think any coach worth his salt would tell you, you know, if it's 22 positions, if you could have one guy back on any given team, and it would be the guy that touches the ball every snap, you know.
Right.
We are very fortunate to have our quarterback back, and
a seasoned veteran now,
he
too.
He sure is. I mean, he's won a bunch of ball games for us, you know, and you know him, you know, just as well as I do, and I mean he's probably a better person than he is player, and he's a phenomenal football player, and he makes it so easy to be our team leader. He makes it so easy to step in that locker room every day and you know, not demand respect, but his presence just is a common sense to our team, you know, and his voice, and these guys understand, you know, he's going to be the heartbeat of us, and rightfully so, and just a very, very special piece to have. And then, you know, beyond that, Brent, it's going to be a fun deal. I mean, Caden Smith is set to have just a massive year. And
he's a talent for sure.
Weapon, you know, and we're going to utilize him in a lot of different ways. And you know, our backfield, good gracious, you know, I feel like I'm going to kindergarten every morning. You know, we're gonna start a freshman this year. I've never started a freshman since I've been here, in Jacoby Harris. And
well, he must be pretty good if he's starting as a freshman.
He will be a name that will long be remembered here.
Okay.
I mean, he is an elite talent, you know. And of course, Christian Ritchie will just be a sophomore. So
he was great as a freshman last year as well.
He was. You know, he got some chances due to some injuries last year and cashed in on those. And
he was in the game a lot when those blowouts.
He was, yes. Absolutely.
He got a lot of touches then and really took advantage.
He got some miles on his tires, you know. So, you know, that's a freshman and a sophomore that are going to carry the ball. And then mix in Javion Lowe, who's just going to be a junior and kind of unheard of, but he's a really good player. And then Jordan Chambers-Smith, wide receiver that moved over from County High, and you know. Those are going to be our primary weapons, and you know, we feel really good about the variety that a lot of those guys bring. They're all different in their own way, but you know, I think combining their skills allow us to do, you know, a lot of good things.
Right. Let's move to the other side of the ball. Tell us what you got.
Well, brand spanking new. You know, I mean, it's a group that. You know, our strength is still going to be up front. You know, we've got, you know, Kendall Moorhead is just a stellar player, and Tavion Johnson has played a lot of football for us, and A.J. Love has played a ton of football, really good football player. So, you know, there's those guys are some rocks, and Jeremiah Beverly's going to be a name that you're going to hear for a while here. He's just going to be a sophomore, but a big-time talent, you know, so there's some guys. Ari Hughes is another one that's going to set for a big year for us up there. And of course, Zay Hall moved in, you know, and I think he's going to be one of the better linebackers, not only in Tuscaloosa, but in the state of Alabama. I mean,
he looks the part for sure.
I'm telling you, he's 6'2", 225, can run, physical, and super talented, you know. So Joshua Whitehead's one of the few returning starters over there at outside backer, and he's kind of our spark plug. I mean, he ignites us. You know, plays with a high energy level and a big motor. And the secondary is all brand spanking new. You know, Jamil Bennett moved over from Demopolis, and you know, I've never had a kid in my 35 years of coaching that had 10 interceptions in 1 year. Bennett's got 22 or 23 interceptions in his career, and he's got double-digit interceptions as sophomore and junior year, which, you know, I've never for the seen. Ball, He does. I've never seen anything like that. Had an interception in the spring game. So, you know, he is around the ball. He just has a knack for that.
Right.
And, you know, but all four of those guys that we're going to start back there are brand spanking new, and, you know, Kamarius Silvers is going to be a sophomore that starts. So we're probably going to start 3 sophomores on defense Friday night. So, you know, our sophomore class is loaded. I mean, just some really good talent. But as I well know, when you put a 10th grader out there, you better hold your breath.
Right.
Patriot fans, stay on your feet for a rousing rendition of Go Big Red.
As we prepare for tonight's game against the Florence Falcons, and we now welcome to the booth. You want to come back to the booth here, Adiana? There we go. We now welcome to the booth one Brad Armstrong. Brad, welcome to season 2024 for the Hillcrest Patriots. Uh-oh, there we go. Now talk to me. There you go.
Can you guys believe it's here?
Oh, it's amazing.
I'm telling you, and you guys have already been talking. We've already gone live before this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have been talking.
You're late.
I know
by the way.
I know I'm late. I know that. But you know what? I'm just glad to be here. It's like better late than never.
Yes.
But what an exciting season this is kind of shaping up to be. You know, obviously we've been talking about it for a long time. I mean, the three of us, you know, and it's just really exciting to be here. Obviously, you know, the whole 7A thing. A lot.
Yep.
Obviously,
Heard
we're
a
in
lot about it. Sure.
It's so you know, it's like a carnival you've never been to. Oh, I heard Six Flags is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what kind of rides they have.
Right.
And so here we are.
And it is going to be a fun ride.
Well, I got a feeling that there are a lot of fun rides in this particular classification. So
yeah. Now we were talking about the strength of our region. Not only are we moving up to 7A, which is a challenge in itself, a region in the state.
No,
Strongest region in the state out of any classification.
Well, and I would put it up against a lot of regions, not just in the state, but across the country. And, you know, not to say it's the strongest region in the entire country, but don't you figure it's probably at least in the top 10?
It's got to be.
I mean, you talk about some real powerhouses in this particular region, Brent, and you're talking about nationwide household names.
Yeah.
I think people have heard of them. Even if they don't necessarily know who Hillcrest is, they know a lot of the opponents that we'll be facing.
For sure.
They've certainly heard of the Hoover Bucks.
Oh, yeah.
They've heard of the Thompson Warriors. They were on national television last night.
Yep.
And so to be kind of among those giants, if you will, then it certainly feels like we'll see if we can, you know, have the same size feet.
Yeah, get a shot of the field, Adiana. We need to appreciate this band a little bit, okay? Get a shot of the field. There's enough time looking at us for right now.
I love the
Pride of
two-camera
Patriots.
setup, guys.
Well, actually, it's 3 cameras.
Oh, 3 cameras.
We have
that's
all
right.
kinds of new equipment here. We have 3 cameras. We have 1 camera on the north side of the field at the 30-yard line. 1 camera on the south side of the field at the 30-yard line.
That's amazing.
On the top row. And, of course, the camera in the booth, right? So we're set up. We're ready to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, the one thing that makes me feel really excited about a new season with you guys in the booth is more technology. Nothing says fun broadcast.
Hey, well, I'll tell you this. It's going to be better this year, and I'll tell you why. Because it wasn't just me trying to make it happen. It was David Jones.
Oh, I know.
My
He's
good
an
buddy,
unsung
David
hero.
Jones.
Yep.
You see this device over here, this rack, everything that's in this rack, he built it. He put it all together. He got everything together for us with this new technology. We've been testing it. It works. The only problems that we may have, I'm knocking on wood.
Why are you saying anything?
I don't know. But I'll say the most likely problems for us to have. How about that?
Okay, sure.
The most likely problems for us to have will be internet. Right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can do about the internet. It either works for you or it doesn't. Okay, guys. We're getting close to the kickoff here, so I think it's time for us to take a look at our keys to victory. Our keys to victory have a new sponsor this year, Alabama Express.
Good job, Alabama.
And
we're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
All right, so go Hillcrest.
Oh, manage emotions, the first game of the season. I was about to read the wrong spot. Manage emotions in the first game of the season at first ever 7A. Coach P, you came up with that. Why don't you elaborate?
I mean, it's obvious. You know, we talked about it. We talked to him a little yesterday. It's a big deal. Not only is this the first game of the year, first game of any year, you got those jitters, but then we're moving up in classification, one of the 32 biggest schools. So just maintaining that level of emotion and kind of using it to your advantage instead of a possible detractor.
And not being intimidated.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and the other 2 keys, of course, I think they kind of go together. You've got fine leaders on defense and the new faces emerge on special teams. And I think it's a theme that kind of is going to transcend the season, right? Who are the players that we will know at the end of the season that we don't know right now?
Right.
It always happens. There's some guy that will emerge that we didn't know the season before, and then it'll be somebody that we stand around and think, I didn't even recognize that kid in the hallway. And, oh, my gosh, that's the kid that's running the ball for us?
Right.
And so that sort of thing happens, and I think we'll start to determine who those people are, as the season goes on.
That defense last year, what did they average, giving up 8 points a game?
It was very good.
Like that.
Certainly before the Sarah Lair game, it was high single digits. But
probably the best defense we've seen, I've seen in my 11 years here at Hillcrest.
I can't argue. That's the best defense I've ever seen.
You guys have been here longer
right,
than me.
right.
Was it
the
best defense you've ever seen at Hillcrest?
It was truly the doomsday defense.
So, and a lot of faces gone from that defense.
Right.
So I think that's a great key to our success, and not just for this game, like you said, Brad, but also for the season to find leaders.
There's a lot of teams, a lot of defenses that have come through here that have been really, really good. And sometimes you might even question, well, was the team that they're facing or the set of teams that they're facing a little down? And I don't know if that's the case, but you start to find individual playmakers that are really, really standout. Athletes. A.J. Quarles was a really good player for us last year. Of course, Jaden McIver. You had some really good guys. But a lot of the names that we called out last year, of course, A.J. Love, he's back. And so I'm really excited to see that defensive line. I'm excited to see the linebacker core kind of turn into something that we've seen. I remember last year, as a matter of fact, we had a lot of questions at inside linebacker or outside linebacker, I think.
You're right.
And so it turned into, we were pretty good at linebacker across the board. But for Florence, I think, and this feels generic, but at the same time, I think it's probably a recipe for anybody. But you got to win the turnover battle. But the other thing is, it feels like, and I'm just saying for me, and I think Coach P and the three of us have talked about this, I feel like we're probably the favorite. Okay?
Yes.
Now, if you're the underdog, what is number one key to victory? Well, you can't get blown out, so you want to keep the game close.
Right.
And here's the thing. Florence may win the game. I have no idea. But I feel like we're the favorite. Florence has got to keep it close to give themselves a chance.
Especially keep the game closer early, guys.
Yes.
You talked about this. Florence had a great record, 6-4 in the regular season last year. Lost, by 42-0 to Thompson in the first round. But a lot of their wins were not against solid competition. They've heard about us, Brad. You were up there taking care of business, but we talked about early how nobody in 7A wants to see us either. So Florence may have a little bit of that intimidation factor. From the Hillcrest side, I'd love to jump out to that early lead and not give them any hope.
I sometimes think of us, and I know this is crazy because it's this mindset, right? But sometimes I think Hillcrest is like, I know you're going to make fun, I know, but I think it's like a raccoon.
Never.
It's like a raccoon.
A raccoon.
Like, I'm serious. Think about it. Nobody wants to mess with a raccoon.
Scavenging rodents.
Well, I'm saying, think about it. You ever mess with a raccoon?
No.
It's scary.
I
the
would
thing
not
is scary.
mess with a raccoon. Those
If you had
claws,
it,
no
yes, but everybody thinks, it's a raccoon. But if you messed with it, you'd be like, dang, I do not want to mess with a raccoon.
But they can also be cute and cuddly and good pets.
But you don't have to win the battle all the time if you're the raccoon. You just have to be scary enough to be messed with.
Okay.
Yep.
That's great.
Just saying.
It's great.
Just telling you.
Great analogy
I
there.
can see. I think possibly we need to let Jamie know that's the pregame speech. It's the Hillcrest Fighting Raccoon.
Or, should we
change? People may think we just hang out in the trash can, but by God, we're a scary group out there.
Should we change the mascot?
Yeah.
The Hillcrest Raccoons?
The
I don't know.
Hillcrest Raccoons.
But,
hey,
the
here's
red Raccoons.
All right. I did my research, of course, on Florence, and these are some things that I found out. They have a very young quarterback who'll be starting for the first time. And so they're really unsure how he's going to turn out. Now, the strength of their team is going to be their defense.
Okay.
They return 8 starters on defense. Well, their defense and the kicking game. They have a kicker that is supposed to be the best kicker they've had in their school's 20-year history. They have a cornerback whose name is Zai Body. Yeah.
They have an awesome kicker.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I hope we find out.
They have a cornerback named Zai Body who recently committed to University of North Alabama.
Okay, good for him. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, gosh, we got to go to the coin toss.
Oh, let's do it.
We got the coin toss.
Who's our sponsor of the coin toss?
Alabama Credit Union.
Yes.
Coin toss, as always, yeah. So let's see. Down here we have the captains for tonight, Bryson Kimbrough, and our new linebacker, Zay Hall. And I cannot for the life of me, I see number 21 for Florence, who is a captain. That's Henry Thomas Blank. We'll just call him Henry Blank. He is a linebacker, and he's the captain. Can you see the other numbers? I see number 81, who is also a captain for Florence, and that is Chandler Dixon, the kicker that we were just talking
22.
about.
You got 22?
And number 22 is the other? Okay.
And 13.
Number 22 is Cooper Thomaston, the tight end. And number 13, Torrey Jones, a wide receiver. Did you catch the coin toss?
Yeah,
result
Florence
there?
won the toss. They deferred, and you would expect Hillcrest to take the ball, and we'll just make sure that they do. But it looks like Hillcrest will receive, and they'll be heading north towards the middle school.
By the way, Brad, before we start, I wanted to tell you, because you weren't here with us last week, and I've hardly spoken with you this week at school.
I heard there was a great handover off tackle. All right, keep going, Brent.
What I was going to tell you is that when we have replays, put it back out on the field, Adiana. When we have replays, we can replay the replay again, right?
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, so it doesn't just have to be that one replay. If we need to see it again, we can go back and see it again.
Oh, I'm so excited for more replays.
There you go. Well, you know, people want to see the replays.
They don't want to see
if that guy
every
stepped out of
replay.
bounds. Well, it's not every replay, but I'm talking about a big play.
Oh,
like, you know, was it pass interference, or did the guy step out of bounds? We can go back and watch it. Now, we can only watch it, you know, according to how much time we have remaining. All right, let's see. The banner for Florence says, "You know the name, the best in the game." Okay. You see Hillcrest lining up behind their banner, getting ready to start, and that banner says,
tell a friend, we're back. The crest versus it's got a Falcons
everybody
versus everybody. Got it.
Okay. The crest versus everybody. Okay. Guys, it's here. Here comes Florence through their banner.
Guys, it's here. Football season.
There comes Florence, but let's not miss Hillcrest coming through their banner, guys. They missed it. They missed it.
No, they got it.
Oh, okay. There comes the Pats flags, P-A-T-S. Hillcrest Patriots making their way to the sideline, and it is time, guys. Here we go.
Let's go. I mean, I'm just beside myself. I know you guys are too. Really exciting. I mean, it's football time in Tuscaloosa.
Absolutely. All right, I got to stand up and watch this, Brad.
No doubt.
How about you?
No doubt. I'm definitely going to have to stand up. By the way, have you guys talked about the new press box setup that we have?
We did a lot last week,
yeah.
especially just talking. Obviously, and the spot I picked was not by accident. The air is directly at me, so it's perfect
It's a good
right
call.
now.
It's
we
a
have
good
some
call.
AC up here now, right? And
We have
wait, we're ready for the Hillcrest tennis kickoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Hey.
Hillcrest tennis
Yes.
kickoff. There we
Hey,
go.
I think
Yeah.
it's my week to pay the dollar.
Time
all
to
right?
hold serve, if you will.
All right, and kicking off
I thought that was pretty funny.
for Florence.
What did you say?
Yeah,
I said it's time to hold serve.
as many tennis analogies you use
That's
throughout
right.
the years, you know, it doesn't
I'm going
really
to have a
much
lot of
an
tennis
effect.
analogies.
Chandler
yes.
Dixon, the kicker, ready to kick it off. Back deep for the Patriots, Jamarian Bennett. And also the Pats, number 4, the freshman Jacoby Harris. 3 guys back for the Patriots.
I feel like I'm going to have to learn our own roster.
Okay, yeah, I know, no kidding.
Well,
This one will be fielded in the end zone, but you can't run it back from the end zone. So the Pats will start out 1st and 10 with the first possession of the 2024 season.
That was a heck of a kickoff.
I was watching him a little in warm-ups, guys, and he's got a leg. Like, he was making solid 40 to 45 yarders into the north end zone with some room to spare.
Does he commit? What is his
I
age?
noticed that he has 2 legs. I noticed that. He has
Did
2
you?
legs.
Did he?
Well, only one of them was kicking, but he does, in fact, have a left leg.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's start.
Here we
Let's
go.
start the good Brent jokes early.
Well, you missed. It was exactly 120 seconds into the season. So.
Okay, here we go. Bryson Kimbrough in shotgun for the Pats. He takes the snap, zips this one out to the right side, and a great play, a great defensive play there by the Falcons' number 1, Jamarian Reeder, as he jumped in front of that one.
Where did you get Jamarian Reeder? I'm just making sure I got the right roster. I got
Jayshad Pearson.
Okay. Oh, I just wanted to make sure I'm reading the right piece of
I don't
paper.
know where I got that.
No, take
Sorry
it.
about that.
I got more.
2nd and 10 on the great defensive play there by the Falcons. Christian Ritchie is in the backfield, along with Jacoby Harris. Bryson Kimbrough under center, hands it off to Christian Ritchie over right guard. He'll pick up about 4, and it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, nice block there by Sean Rogers from his guard position. I really like Sean Rogers, the way he's developed through his Hillcrest career. I'm excited to see how this offensive line develops, though, and starts to, one of our things is to try to win in a phone booth. We know, we really like to mash people in small spaces. So I know we're going to need Sean to make that happen, and the rest of those offensive linemen as well.
All right, big 3rd down play to start out the first drive of the season. Bryson in shotgun, some movement. Bryson is tackled in the backfield. It looked to me like there might have been a little bit of movement, but apparently they timed the snap well, and they sacked Bryson all the way back at the 16-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 14, and the Pats will be forced to punt.
What was that, an early snap maybe?
I'm agreeing with Brent there. I thought it looked to me like multiple linemen were off sides, but maybe it was a snap where the center was the only one who got the snap count wrong.
Something weird about that.
New uniforms for the Patriots, by the way, fellas.
And a new punter for the Patriots, Jordan Chambers-Smith, who stands at his 2-yard line. He gets this one away. It's a end-over-end kick off the side of his foot a bit. It'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And the Falcons with a big defensive stop to start out with, and also outstanding field position for their first possession of the game.
Yeah, that's really, really good field position. Now, Jordan Chambers-Smith is probably much more known for his wide receiver skills, so we're going to find out what sort of punter he is. I know through fall camp he's hit some really good ones.
Yeah, he looked pretty good last week at the scrimmage.
Well, he had some really, really good ones and then a couple of not so good ones.
But that one was a lot of pressure. He's almost on his own goal line.
Yeah.
His first punt in real action. We'll give him a mulligan on
Well,
that.
here's the thing. He did punt for a 1st down at least. So, I mean, that's no joke. I'm saying that's important.
All right, so the Falcons with their first possession, shotgun formation, completion out to the right side, no gain.
Loss of 2,
on
actually.
The completion. Yes, actually a loss of 2. Cade Davis, the quarterback, he's young, but he's a big kid. Well, he's a junior. He is 6'4", 202. Making his first start, he has 1 completion for -1 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Davis in shotgun again. Running back directly behind him. Here's a handoff over right guard. And a tackle way back at the 44-yard line. The Pats, big number 94, shooting his way through there to make the tackle. They'll call it a loss of 3 after the tackle there by Jeremiah Beverly, making a name for himself right away. Yes, I need one of those. That'd be great. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, so here we go, 3rd and 14 for the Falcons.
I can see, by the way, Hillcrest defensively, Brooks Folks there at that middle linebacker looks like he's kind of the captain of the unit so far.
Back to pass.
Yeah.
Incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, Carter Graves. Cade Davis sails that one a little bit too high, and it'll be 4th down and about 14 from the 38-yard line. And are we going to get? No, they're going to punt. I was wondering if we were going to see this all-star kicker we've been hearing about.
Well, that would have been.
This would be about a.
That would have been about a 58-yarder.
54,
56,
55, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yep.
But instead, he is their punter. That's Chandler Dixon. He gets this kick away. It looks like a pass, but it works out well for him as it goes out of bounds around the 10-yard line. Let's see where he's going to mark it. Yeah, the 11-yard line where the Pats will start off right there. So both defenses standing strong here early on in their first possession.
Well, nicely played by, and you know, you think about after you get that offensive series from Hillcrest, which was really pretty ugly, that first 3 plays, it might give you a chance to settle down, and obviously you hope that Hillcrest comes back out with kind of almost like, hey, I took a breath, we're relaxed, now let's play. And maybe Florence does the same, but you hope that our offense looks like they're a little more settled in than they did on that first particular drive.
Starting deep in their own territory at their own 11-yard line. Bryson will come up under center for this one. I formation for the Pats. Here's a pitch out around right in, up to the 15, down to the 17-yard line goes the Pats' Jacoby Harris, the freshman gonna be sensation, Jacoby Harris at running back.
Well, we certainly hope so. I'll
Well,
tell you what.
He's certainly grabbed the headlines in preseason practice.
Well, I've heard a lot about his name, and I've heard him mentioned a few times, so obviously we hope that he comes to fruition, right?
He lives up to his billing. Yeah.
That's right.
No pressure, Jacoby. The guys like that, if you're a good player, you thrive on the pressure, right?
No doubt. You want him to anyway.
Yeah. Bryson in shotgun, back to pass, swings this one out to the left side. Caden Smith is submarined back at the 13-yard line as he really couldn't get his bearings to get upfield. It's a big loss on the play of about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8. This Florence defense does appear to be their strength.
Well, somebody said, I don't remember who said it, but somebody said, well, they've got really good corners. And I'm not saying that I
so
can
far,
confirm,
I think
but so far those guys have been pretty
those
solid.
Pass routes, that initial pass play, also especially coming up to support the run or the swing pass.
Yeah, both times Hillcrest has thrown it out to the outside short. They've been there to chop it down. Bryson in shotgun on 3rd and 8 from the 13. He'll take the snap, drop back, has time, releases this one over the middle, over the head of Jacoby Harris, who was open at the 24-yard line. So the Pats will have to punt from deep once again.
Yeah. Offensively, it looks like there's a rhythm issue so far. I don't think that's too complicated to see.
Neither do I.
Yeah, well, it looks like Florence is disrupting the rhythm.
Well, I think so. Obviously, those corners are causing some havoc. You would think that over time that maybe the run game gets going. You hope that's the case. But whatever the case is, so far, not fantastic on the offensive side of the ball.
Jordan Chambers-Smith out to punt for the 2nd time of his career. He'll kick this one away from the 4. A much better kick, fielded at the 45-yard line.
Yes,
Down
nice.
immediately by the Pats. Henry Robinson Jr. at the 49-yard line is the return man, Jayshad Pearson.
Well, look, I'll take that. You know, roughly, what do you call that, guys? Nearly a 40-yard punt and 0 return. In fact, a negative return. You know, you don't want to be punting from your own 10 very frequently, but if you do, a 38 negative punt or a 38 net punt, we'll take it.
And he also, first game ever punting for Jordan Chambers-Smith under a little pressure there.
Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Cade Davis. He takes the snap, hands this one off to the left side, and the running back, Kalen Triplett, has nowhere to go. He will lose a couple of yards, as coming up to make the tackle for the Pats is number 1, Zay Hall.
Now, look, obviously a long way to go, boys, but one of the things that we would have talked about prior to the season starting is the strength of our defensive line, and so far that's been the case.
Yes, absolutely. 2nd and 12. Here's a swing pass around to the left side, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, not a lot of pressure there. 3-man front right there so far for Hillcrest. 8-man in coverage. Look like they seem to be content with trying to let the quarterback see what he can do by dealing it around. So far, he's been pretty inaccurate. Again, long way to go. He might change that, but we're only about 4 minutes into, nearly 5 minutes into the game. Neither quarterback really has shown a lot of accuracy so far.
Neither have had a ton of time either.
All right, both defenses looking really strong. Davis back to pass. Sails this one way over his intended receiver's head, out of bounds. It'll be 4th down, and the Falcons will be forced to punt. Now, Florence has been playing on the side of the field that they want to play on, heading from south to north past the 50-yard line, but they haven't been able to move it at all.
They've got it in reverse.
You're right.
And so far, the field position battle has at least favored us in terms of gaining yardage while our defense is on the field.
Yeah, but we're playing on the wrong side of the field. Here's a high, not great punt that bounces at the 30, Takes a little bit of a Florence bounce and will be down at the 26-yard line. So you're right, we're gaining a little bit
of the
real estate.
That's what we got to do. Let's just keep playing the real estate game, guys.
I'll be happy with gaining 74 yards of real estate right here.
Well, you know what they say about real estate. Location.
There you go. All right, let's see if this offense can get things going.
This is just a true statement.
I just thought you were making a statement about local about real estate climate.
And your local realtors.
I'm expecting Jamie to come out and run the ball here a little bit.
I would think so.
I think this is the drive where he may try to impose his will with a little offensive line. And to me, one of the stronger position groups that Hillcrest are running back for.
I also expect to see short side field runs like we usually see that.
Right.
It's short side field. Yep. Running to the boundary.
And there it is. Here's
the
handoff over right tackle. Here goes Christian Ritchie into Florence territory, down to the 45-yard line. The first Stephen Fikes All-State first down of the season.
The first of many. I like it. That's a great run by Christian. I also like how we designed that call, Brian.
Well, also, I think you were spot on, Brad, with that short side run there. And it's like Jamie had enough of the playbook a little bit. It was like, let's go back to what I know after 28 years as a head coach.
Absolutely.
I feel like Greg Guy got to call a lot of plays with the pass game, and then finally Bert Ashley won out.
Enough.
We're only halfway through a quarter.
Let's see. That's one play, guys, though. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can keep it going here. Bryson in shotgun. Christian Ritchie flanks him. Here's the snap. Bryson will keep it over left right. Bryson makes a nice cut. Spin move. Breaks a tackle. He's got 12 yards and enough for another Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
Now, the run game here, this is where you start to mash people. You wonder over time, can Hillcrest establish this long term? Obviously, you've got two back-to-back run plays of really good yardage. Now, what do you do here? Do you continue? And I think, Jamie's kind of one of those guys, we're going to run it until you stop us.
Right.
And so we'll see if that continues to be the trend.
These past two plays have certainly been successful. Bryson under center once again, I formation. Bryson drops back to pass, slings this one across the middle. Christian Ritchie dives for it at the 13-yard line. Incomplete, but a flag comes in. I believe we're going to have interference. Let's look at the replay, Brad, and see if we can see.
I think it was going to be a defensive hold.
Okay, he must have held it.
It depends on when he threw it.
He must have held him before the break.
Well, I think it depends
as he's coming out of the break.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Our white cap Jim Rosenfeld tonight in the this SEC crew. Sorry, I know this not. I'm just saying. I know this guy. He's actually a friend of mine.
Nope, pass interference.
Let's go back to the always stay on the white cap for the penalty calls.
Yeah.
You went away from him before he made the call. It's okay. It's okay.
And guys, I think
we'll give you one mistake for the night.
One receiver route.
It was 100%.
That was the only read right there.
It's a play action. It run the little post route. Caden Smith.
Because I was looking backside for a second one and did not see it.
On the cut, Caden is held.
Centel Home Design red zone for the first time this year for the Pats, as the new line of scrimmage is the 16-yard line. Bryson in shotgun. Here's a sweep around the left end. It's Caden Smith, breaks a tackle, gets down to the 5 before he's run out of bounds. Nice pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Pats.
Yeah, nice design there. And obviously, look, a lot of different concepts at play so far tonight in the run game, guys. But if you'll notice, it feels very pro-style in the sense that it's run, play action, right? You get a lot of that in pro-style football.
True.
Maybe not some of these formations in pro-style football, but definitely some of the philosophy.
All right, Bryson under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Christian Ritchie over right guard. He muscles his way down to the 2-yard line.
This will be a heat timeout, guys. Heat timeout.
Okay. With this heat timeout, let's take our first break, okay? Patriots threatening with 5:40 remaining in the first quarter. Our score is tied 0-0. Back after this. This is the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
Meetings.
And we are back. Roy Johnson Stadium. Heat timeout being taken by the teams. Thanks to Tidwell Paint and Body for sponsoring all of our timeouts again this year. Jason Tidwell's been with us for a long time.
He really has. Is he an OG sponsor?
He is.
Yeah,
Close to
so.
yeah,
I think so.
Yep.
Well, his daughter Carmen, definitely an OG tennis player. And that's next kickoff brought to you by Carmen Tidwell and Hillcrest Tennis.
Okay, there you go. Let's see if we can get an OG touchdown right here. Bryson Kimbrough under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Christian Ritchie, and Christian spins his way forward, down close to the goal line at about the half-yard line. Florence is claiming they have the ball, but the officials say no, it was down. So, sorry, Florence.
Silly Falcon, tricks are for kids. All right. So 3rd and goal from the 1. You feel like Hillcrest is going to go straight at him.
I think this is going to be a sneak. This is going to be the sneak.
Push.
The push.
Yep, there it is.
The push and the first touchdown.
No, we'll take it anyway.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. Whether we don't know to give the credit.
He's saying he was down.
Oh my goodness!
The official is saying he was down.
All right, let's see. Let's watch the replay. His knee was down. His knee was down before he reached to the cross.
That's right. The guy may be right.
So you can't get much closer than that.
Well, there's no doubt.
Can we see that replay
here.
again?
We're going for it.
Let's watch this replay again and see if his knee was down.
Actually,
no, stay with us.
Here we go.
Because we're right up to the ball. Get back to live action. Bryson under center. Bryson pushes forward, and this time he is in. Touchdown, Patriots, as they take the lead 6-0 with 4:45 remaining in the first quarter.
First touchdown of the season, and it's always a good feeling because you're like, run the board.
Listen, we're not going to get shut out in 7A.
Not a single completion during that 73-yard drive.
I love it.
All runs. One incomplete pass, but every successful play was a running play. And the Pats going for 2 here.
Well, they get what they want in the numbers game, guys.
All right, so look, here we go. It's Jordan Chambers-Smith. Jordan finds the receiver open in the end zone, and that's beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Yes,
they got the setup they wanted. The completion there to Wyatt Garner. Wyatt Garner's son gets the 2-point conversion as Jordan Chambers-Smith sees that he's running out of real estate, and he just flips it over the top to Wyatt Garner. That makes it 8-0 Pats.
Remember,
4:45.
When you're in that particular formation, the whole idea is what sort of numbers game do you play? A lot of offenses operate on, how many people do I have in the box? How many people do I have outside the hashes? That sort of numbers game allows you to make a decision before the snap is ever made. And so Jordan Chambers-Smith makes a heady play and makes the right read, delivers
Absolutely.
I thought he was dead to right.
Patterson.
I thought he was completely dead to right.
You know, the funny thing is, I thought he was going to run the option. I was like, do not pitch it.
Yep. Sorry, Brent.
Dr. Brandy Patterson sponsors our extra points and field goals, so thanks to you. And now we're up to the Hillcrest Tennis Kickoffs. Thanks to you guys for the sponsorship of our kickoff.
We're high rollers.
Is this the Carmen Tidwell kickoff?
Yes.
Are we going through our favorite kids
That's
now?
right.
Yep.
This particular kickoff sponsored by our favorite 8-0 kid, Carmen Tidwell.
She ever win any matches, any pro set matches?
She be down 8-0 and grind out a 10-8 win.
Yeah.
All right, Hudson Hall on for the Hillcrest Tennis Kickoff. Toe to leather, and it's over the head, actually down to the 5-yard line, and received as the receiver was running backwards. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. Take note of who that was on the tackle. We got to keep up for our special team.
Okay, I don't like
now
all
we got
that.
a little bit of altercation going on. Officials trying to separate the players.
Now, now I would guess this is on us.
Me too.
I see that Florence hit us, but we retaliated. And you know it's always the second guy who gets it.
That's right.
And so the replay is probably, I don't know if you have one, but it's going to show that we were the retaliator.
We do not have the replay on
We did
that.
not strike. We did not strike first, but we did strike fast.
Struck back.
That's right. We struck back.
Struck when it was being looked at.
Yeah, that's right. So let's see if it's both or just us. It's certainly going to be on us.
No,
it
it's
might be on
not.
both.
It's going the other way.
Ah, the official saw the first
Okay,
strike.
he saw the first strike.
Good job,
okay.
Mr. Official.
All
What's
right,
his name?
we'll take it.
McLaughlin?
McLaughlin.
There you
yes.
go. Good eyes.
Yes, John McLaughlin. He's part of the he's part of the Big 12 network.
Okay, if you say so. Cade Davis, the quarterback in shotgun. He's got wide receivers to the left and to the right. A man flanked just behind the line of scrimmage and a running back behind him. Here's a handoff around left end. And again, not a whole lot of real estate there. He'll pick up about 2 on the carry, as that's Kalen Triplett on the carry.
That's a brand new group out there for Hillcrest, but that pursuit to the ball, that relentless pursuit that Coach Patterson, Coach McKinney, Coach Williams, Coach Sullivan all preach. You saw we did not make the initial stop, but continued to follow the play.
Well, no, you definitely want to tackle in numbers. And they did so there, Brian. You're exactly right.
Cade Davis, shotgun once again. 2nd down and about 8 from the 15-yard line. 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. The Pats up 8-0. Davis back to pass, slings this one to the left side. First completion of the night for the Falcons, down to the 20-yard line on the completion to number 13, Torrey Jones, the wide receiver.
So Florence putting together at least positive yardage here. Now with the 3rd and short, Brent, doing a pretty good job. Nice completion for the young quarterback for the Falcons. And the wide receiver, Torrey Jones, he was able to hang on.
Cade Davis hands it off to his back in the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, 25 down to the 29-yard line on the biggest rushing pickup of the night for the Falcons, and that'll be enough for a first down for them from the 29-yard line.
And that is the first down of the evening for the Falcons. I'm right on that, aren't I?
That's what I got as well, correct.
Okay. And it feels like they have tried to assert their ground game just a little bit so far. At least 2 out of the past 3 plays. See if that trend continues, yeah.
They got the big passing completion. Oh, my goodness. What a gift. Man. What a gift almost given there to the Pats, Javarski Lanier. He let the receiver get past him.
We give it.
It would have been a touchdown, but the receiver for Florence, number 2, Jamarian Reeder, could not hold on to it on the slant pattern at the 35-yard line. Nothing but green in front of him. And fortunately for Javarski Lanier, it's 2nd down and 10.
Well, we gave the gift and then took it back.
Now here's a handoff up the middle. Another loss on the play after the carry by Kalen Triplett. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 as there is a loss of 3. Boy, guys, we just avoided almost a tie ball game right there.
No doubt. Well, at least 8-6. But you're right, that was a gift. And then I cannot believe that Javarski Lanier was not able to come up with a pick.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's also just as easily could have been 14-0 Hillcrest.
Get back there.
Davis back to pass, and he is sacked. Back at the 14-yard line. Look who it is for the Patriots, number 94, Jeremiah Beverly.
Yep. That's your second time to call his name in a key play. Put that down because that's a big play.
I've got it.
I'm telling you, Jeremiah Beverly, if we're looking for candidates for defensive player of the game, I
He's
think
the
you
leader
found at
right
least
now,
one. Yep. I do like the fact that Kendall Moorhead was pursuing with him. So nicely done by the 2 big fellas up front, the nasty uglies.
Back deep for the Pats on the punt is Jordan Chambers-Smith and Caden Smith.
Relatively
Caden Smith
short punt.
will field this one at the 44. He cuts it up fast. He's down to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. Patriots, touchdown on the punt return for the Pats, but it looks like it's going to be coming back. There is a flag resting at the 36-yard line.
That's going to be flagged for illegal blindside block, which is a good call.
No doubt.
That's the right call.
Play that replay again.
But, man, that was a heck of a play. I'll take the contact. And remember, if you're Hillcrest, I realize there's a penalty there, but you're trying to assert some physicality, and boom, you get some.
You see it right there. That's a good call. And really, you know, he didn't really need it on the return.
It was close. But regardless, now, Coach Mitchell is never going to say, I'm so glad we got that penalty to assert physicality. Nobody says that. However, there was at least a message sent. Yes. And if you're Hillcrest, you want to establish the physicality and let Florence know it's going to be like that all night.
Hey, and here's another message sent. Watch out for Caden Smith.
No doubt.
He's going to explode at any moment.
Well, and you know, he's already got a couple of SEC offers. He's the junior wide receiver with 2. He's got an Ole Miss, Mississippi State offer. You figure that list grows.
And a baseball state championship.
That's correct. And a banner to prove he can catch fly balls. And so he's a heck of an athlete, and you'd like to see him continue to get cut loose right there. But, man, I tell you what, that was really nicely done. You hate to see that brought back by the penalty, but you're kind of okay with it, I guess.
Christian Ritchie at fullback. Jacoby Harris takes the handoff from his I-back position. He'll pick up about 3. A lot of extracurricular stuff going on here between these teams.
Well, another 80
scuffle there.
Another 81, and it's still a Henderson. But his first name is Brooks.
Brooks Henderson, a little scuffle down there.
You think he knows the other 81?
To the ground. A little bit unnecessarily, but the officials didn't think it enough to throw a flag. It's 2nd down and 7 for the Pats from the 47. We're under a minute remaining in the first quarter, and here goes Jacoby Harris rifling down the left side of the field to the 39-yard line, and that is a pickup of 8 and enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love to see the freshman run. Guys, it's kind of the theme. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. Who will become the names that we call this year?
That's right.
So far, Jacoby Harris and
Jeremiah Beverly.
And also Jeremiah Beverly. Yep. I agree. If you've never met the kid, he's a pretty big kid. Yep. Got some real size to him, and he's showing out tonight so far.
For sure. Bryson under center, I formation. Christian Ritchie gets this one on the toss sweep. He'll move it forward to about the 35-yard line, couple of yards, and it will be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah. So far, guys, I don't know exactly what has happened. Somebody's helmet came off, I think.
Gotcha.
I don't know exactly what has happened down in the trenches, but there seems to be a developing sense of animosity between the teams. And I don't know, maybe it's just from up here it looks like that, but a lot of, helmets coming off, a lot of
extracurricular
maybe
shoving
down in the pile.
Bryson takes the snap, drops back, slings this one down toward the 10-yard line, looking for Caden Smith, but it's short at his feet, incomplete.
He did have Caden, but he was being pressured a lot and just wasn't able to get his feet set and deliver the good ball.
I was thinking the same thing. He had to throw back across his body, and then he saw him late and could not quite get those feet set, as you said, Brad.
You can almost imagine a shortstop kind of falling away from first base and trying to make a sidearm throw, and that's exactly what it looked like there.
Have an RSV Design scoreboard update here after this play for you, Brad.
Okay, I love it. Thank you again for Robin Spence Vanderford and RSV Designs.
There's the hard count from Bryson Kimbrough, pulling the anxious Florence defensive line off sides. So that'll be a free 5 yards for the Pats. Instead of 3rd down and 9, it will be 3rd down and 4, much more manageable.
Clearly, Henry Blank had his timing really, really good last play. Or maybe it was Logan White. I'm not sure which one of those outside backers for Florence. But they were spot on the timing. So that time, change up the count.
And it worked.
And that'll be
trying
another
it again.
flag.
They got him. They got him.
There's another one.
I think they've taken note that this team is really timing out the snap count.
I think it goes what
and they're
Brad
very
said
anxious.
as well.
Right. So they're like, if you're going to do that,
the trenches, yes.
A little bit too eager. We're going to take advantage of that and pick up a first down off of your eagerness.
That's exactly right. Let's see. So another first down here. I know, I was seeing that.
Bet you if they won't do it again.
Well, we'll see.
Bryson bobbles the snap, drops back, completes this one to Caden Smith at the 15-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and another Stephen Fikes All-State first down. Here's the RSV Design scoreboard update for you, Brad.
Okay, go ahead.
We're at the end of the first quarter. Central and Tuscaloosa County tied 0-0.
Not anymore.
14-0 County.
14
really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, update me.
Yes.
That's Adiana's fault. She got
Adiana. Way to go, Adiana.
Back the bus.
Jeez. Adiana, you are toast.
Bryson under center, toss sweep to Christian Ritchie. Christian spins away from one tackle, but he's unable to get away from another. No gain. Clock ticks down to 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. That was probably our last play of the first quarter. So the first quarter will come to an end. Your score, Hillcrest 8, Florence nothing. We're back after this. This is the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
When the Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. And we are back at Roy Johnson Stadium with the Pats leading 8-0, about ready to start the second quarter of action. Guys, that was a pretty defensive first quarter, I would say.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, Brent. You know, I mean, I think, Coach Patterson had been talking about how brand new group, expect some struggles, but to me, that seemed like the same old strong Hillcrest defense out there for the first 12 minutes.
Here's the thing, guys. I started thinking about this. Florence had however many possessions. Did they have positive yardage?
They had that one first down, but besides that,
I mean, if they have positive yardage,
they got the sack then.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
So if they have positive yardage, it's in the single digits.
Right.
Because the first two possessions that they had were both backwards.
That's right.
And then they punted.
We'll find out at halftime. Hey, here's something crazy. You know who our stat line sponsor is for this year?
This is going to be crazy.
It is.
Yes, who?
Two Gals Salon. You ever heard of it? You ever heard of it?
I have.
Do you know where it is?
Tell me.
It's in Fairhope, Alabama.
No way.
Yes.
How do we have
Lori Lynn.
Of course, Lori Lynn.
I'll tell you the story behind that here in just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so we're in the Centel Home Design red zone once again, 14-yard line, whistles. Second down for the Pats, second and about 10.
Tell me Lori's store again.
Okay.
What's her shop?
Lori travels back and forth between Tammy's Salon in Moundville and Fairhope. She lives in both places.
Gotcha.
Couple of days a week up here.
That's great.
Few days a week down there.
We appreciate Lori Lynn, though.
And she's sponsoring us with Two Gals Salon. So if you're ever near the beach, need a haircut, go to Two Gals Salon in Florence. Bryson in shotgun. Takes the snap. Across the middle, back of the end zone, and caught. Yes. Touchdown, Patriots.
Come on.
Jordan Chambers with a beautiful catch in the back of the end zone. Keeps his feet in bounds. Look at that tippy toe. Play that one again for us, Adiana. Check this tippy toe in the back of the end zone by Jordan Chambers Smith. Here we go, Brad. It's a 14-yard touchdown. Beautiful catch, making it 14-0 for the Pats, and we're back to live action. Same two-point conversion try once again.
He's
Jordan
in. He's in.
Chambers-Smith bulls his way into the end zone for the two-point conversion this time, making it 16-0 Pats with 11:53 remaining in the first half. That touchdown coming on the first play of the second quarter.
And you know what? If they took away the Wyatt in the corner that time, only left him one-on-one with some help. And you know what? Jordan Chambers-Smith says, I'll take it myself this time.
Hey, we got a candidate for the offensive player of the game right now, though. Jordan Chambers-Smith already with that touchdown catch, the two-point conversion pass from the previous touchdown, and the two-point conversion run right there.
That's great.
Yes. He's responsible. He's played a part in all of the 16 points that are on the board right now for the Pats. All right, so here we go with the Hillcrest Tennis extra point. Hudson Hall on to kick for the Pats. He had a good one for his first kick. The Falcons have scouted him, and they say that he kicks it pretty short, so they're standing at the 10, but he pushed him back to the 5 this past time. Let's see how Hudson Hall does on this kickoff. Total leather from Hudson Hall. This one is fielded at the 15. Cutting across the field. Being pursued and brought down right at the 15-yard line. Great job there by Jamarian Bennett, tracking him down to make the tackle.
Brent, what's our YouTube live channel called?
It's Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Okay, I was just posting something. I forgot. Hillcrest Football
Broadcast Network.
If I can spell broadcast.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Falcons, trailing 16-0, 11:45 remaining in the first half. Hillcrest defense has been on fire here tonight. Led by the big man, number 94, Jeremiah Beverly,
By the way,
sophomore.
did you see? I was about to say, did you see the number next to his name? He's a 10.
Look, it's a different formation, a different quarterback.
That's all
and here's a sweep.
No.
Here's a sweep around left end. The running back, number 4, Kalen Triplett, with a nice pickup, the biggest pickup of the night for the Falcons. He moves it down to the 23-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down for the Falcons.
Nicely done there by Florence with the tall sweep, basically, but it did look like an outside hole.
That's what Coach Mitchell, exactly right.
But regardless of the call, the flag or lack thereof, nice pickup there by the Falcons.
Cade Davis is out as quarterback now, and number 1, Jayshad Pearson, who's listed as a defensive back, is in the game as the quarterback for the Falcons. He will take the snap. This looks like a wildcat quarterback to me. He fakes the handoff, takes it up the middle for no gain, and it will be 2nd down and 10. This is definitely, just judging from those last 2 plays, a wildcat formation and a wildcat quarterback.
Well, that felt very unsure. Like the quarterback did not look super confident in the ability to run the dive there. I mean, that's just me.
Right, I agree.
It felt like he was like, I'm going to run until I get killed. Did you guys not think the same thing?
I did. It looks like he was very indecisive.
Jayshad Pearson hands this one off. The sweep around right in. He's got a little bit of space. He's run out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
Pretty good game.
It is a good pickup. It's not quite enough for the first down, but it's very close, only about a yard short for the Falcons. So Hillcrest will have to adjust to this new wildcat setup that Florence is throwing at them now.
Well, I like the design by Florence. I also like the decision to try something else. The junior quarterback was not working very well. They were only having minor success. And so try something else. I might lose, but I'm not going to lose the same way twice.
And they're already down 2 scores and two-point conversions.
Jayshad Pearson keeps this one over right guard. He crosses the 40. He'll pick up 4 down to the 39, and that's enough for a first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, and that's a really good design there. That time he looked a lot more confident in running the dive up the middle, and then, of course, picked up pretty good yardage and enough to grab the first down for the Falcons. Those running back, and especially look, and I'm covering up my own roster, but Kalen Triplett. Kalen. That guy looks pretty impressive, to be honest with you. He did a really good job on that toss sweep earlier. Here he comes in motion.
Pearson takes the snap. He drops back to pass after faking the handoff. Slings this one down the field, and it is incomplete. Wow, it looked like the Patriots' Javarsky Lanier had a beat on it. He let it get past him, and number 2 for Florence. Jamarian Reeder almost was able to reel it in.
Well, I noticed that the wheel route on the backside was pretty open for Florence, and the quarterback had already decided where he was going to go with it.
the same thing.
Yep.
He looked at that guy. He never looked anywhere else,
That's
Brad.
right. But the wheel route on the far side of the field, number 8, kind of a bigger kid for Florence. Looks good, like a pretty good-looking, impressive athlete. Cavante Green, 6'1", 204 is what they got labeled.
With 2nd and 10, Cade Davis is back in the game. A screen pass and a great job coming up to make the tackle. The Pats' new inside linebacker, Zay Hall, brings number 4, Kalen Triplett, to the ground. Read it all the way. 10-17 remaining in the first half. The Pats up 16-0. 3rd and 11 now for the Florence Falcons.
Oh, that doesn't work. How about this one?
I don't know what you're doing.
You don't want to know.
Yeah. 3rd and 11. Cade Davis remains at quarterback. Shotgun back to pass. Slings this one over to the left side. Incomplete. Late flag.
The other guy threw it late.
A late flag comes in. Let's watch the replay and see if that's legitimate.
I'm all about the replay.
Here's the pass, and it's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Close.
Here's the thing. Those guys are standing there. I'm not. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, right?
I'm not. I had a better view. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
And I get the benefit of a replay.
That's right. Yep.
Jordan Steele called for the infraction for the Pats.
Oh, come on, Jordan.
That's a 15-yarder into Hillcrest territory, down to the 45.
Okay, it will be enough for a first down.
10-12 remaining in the first half. 16-0 Pats. Cade Davis remains at quarterback. Looks like for the moment they've scrapped the Wildcat formation.
Well, I do like the kind of the combination.
Variety, mixing it up. Yeah.
I like, you got to mix it up. I mean, it's currently you're down 2 scores. You need to try something.
Cade Davis back to pass, being pressured.
Ooh, that's illegal
touching.
Yeah, it actually hit the shoulder pads of number 56, an offensive lineman, Javian Lewis.
Yeah, he's like, it's illegal to do that.
Yeah, it should be called illegal touching.
There's the flag. Okay,
flag
yes.
That's 2 very late flags,
yes.
but at least they got it right.
Well, that's correct. And it looks like, they've pretty much 100% tonight.
It's your buddy out there, right?
Yes. McDougal.
He's Irish, eh?
Well, he's just frugal.
Frugal McDougal.
That's a store in Nashville. I shouldn't talk about that, though, because I think you my spirit's there. Frugal McDougal.
Hey, what you did in college, Brad?
Listen,
none of our business.
That's in Nashville. I did not go to school in Nashville.
Does he play the flugelhorn?
Oh, God.
Oh, this is devolving.
Can he take 3 balls and juggle?
That's not even a word.
I know. Okay, Cade Davis in shotgun. 2nd and 15 from the 50-yard line. Davis takes the snap, drops back, slings this one to the right side,
Great
and
play.
this one is caught.
Great play.
Caught at the 40-yard line of Hillcrest. Not enough for the first down, but you're right. A nice catch there by the Falcons' number 11, Jimmy McDonald. Not McDougal, but McDonald.
Thank you. I thought that play was really well done.
Do you know who Ronald McDonald's best friend is?
I'm going to go with Hamburglar.
Grimace. Why would he be?
You don't
why
know
would he be
that.
friends with
you
a
don't
thief?
know that he's friends with Grimace.
He is. They're best friends.
All right.
Hey, do you know what Grimace is? I'll tell you in a minute.
No, I don't want to know.
I'm going to tell you anyway. Cade Davis back to pass, slings this one to the right side. The catch is made at the 45-yard line. Looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. Grimace is a taste bud. He's a purple taste bud.
What? No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Is that what he is?
You tell me what he is then. He's a purple blob. He's a taste bud.
Looks like.
I did my Grimace research, buddy.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Who does that?
I was just curious because this purple blob, I had no idea what he is, so I looked it up.
Okay.
I have a naturally curious mind.
Yeah, you do. Well, the good news is they didn't score, but the bad news is the quarterback is starting to feel a little bit better about his timing.
Yeah.
These stop routes are doing really well.
And we're back to the Wildcat formation with Jashad Pearson in at quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 35. Pearson will keep this one, dancing around, falling forward to about the 33-yard line. Pickup of about 3, and it'll be 2nd down and 7. 9:16 remaining in the first half. Pats up 16-0. Florence has had the ball for a while, though, now on this drive.
Yeah, it feels like they've had it for a while, but then I look at the clock, and there's still 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. So it may feel like a long time, but ultimately it hasn't been that long. And they haven't really moved the ball a ton, but they are in pretty good position to score if they could keep this going.
The snap goes flying over Pearson's head, and he is brought down, pancaked to the ground by Kendall Moorhead, way back at the 39-yard line.
That's really good play by Kendall. Now,
why's the clock stop?
Oh, is there a flag? There's a flag.
Where is the flag? Oh, I see
flag
it.
at the 40-yard line.
Is the flag going to be a hold?
Did you get a replay on that one or no? No? Okay.
I can't imagine that particular position on the field. I can't imagine what that is.
The ball was snapped. It was too hot for Pearson, the quarterback, to handle it. Popped high in the air. He was able to track it down, but by the time he got it, Kendall Moorhead was there to slam him into the turf for a big loss. But there is a flag at the 40-yard line. We're awaiting the officials to give us the call. The Whitecap steps forward, ready to make the call for us.
Or not.
Yeah.
Guys, while we're waiting on this, I don't have a whole lot of scoreboard updates right now, but my whole mindset of scoreboard updates has changed.
I know.
Because
definitely.
I'm starting to have to look for new teams. Last year, I'm like Bessemer City, Hueytown. Now I see Carver and Montgomery leads Vestavia 13-6. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's a region game for us. We need to know that one. So, now we're interested. A lot of debate here on what this particular flag is.
Big debate between 3 officials at the 40-yard line. Now the Whitecap steps forward. Let's see if he'll give us a call this time. It is a personal foul face mask against Hillcrest.
Why was there
did
such
it
a
take
debate?
so long to come up with that? Personal foul, 2 personal fouls against Hillcrest? He called 2 personal fouls against Hillcrest.
And I think whoever threw one of the flags is disagreeing.
And look at this. They went from the 40-yard line, and they're moving the ball all the way down to the 12.
Okay, so Coach Mitchell has just taken a timeout.
30 yards of penalties.
Yeah, he's just taking a timeout. He wants to know what's going on because there's definitely a discrepancy on who the penalties were on and how many penalties there were.
All right, so with this timeout, we will also take a break. Your score 16-0, 8:45 remaining in the first half. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Sam, what initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus. Being young, first time opening a bank account, and looking for some relationship. And so that's where I started, and then over the years I have gotten married, had a family, and so it's just been with me every step of the way and in relationship with me.
Was half the distance?
What'd you say the second person always gets the penalty?
All right, we are back. 8:45 remaining in the first half after 2 personal fouls, 1 for a face mask, 1 for a garden variety personal foul, just some kind of scuffle in the mix. They have moved, Florence has, from the 42-yard line down to the Hillcrest 12. 1st and 10 from the 12.
Guys, while we're standing here, let's just take a moment and take a look at the attire of the football coaches this year. White polos and black pants. It's a new look. What are your thoughts?
And you see Jamie Mitchell still having a discussion with the Whitecap, trying to figure out what in the heck just happened.
That good, huh? Okay.
I think Jamie's trying to get that white hat off of him to match the coaching staff.
You guys didn't get the memo about the whiteout, did you?
Listen, we don't get memos.
Oh, well, Brian did.
It's not a whiteout. It's red, white, and blue. Florence is whiting out us.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got the memo.
I'll let it pass.
Oh, we get memos.
Y'all just don't give them to me.
I don't get a memo. I'm kidding.
Does anybody get a memo anymore? When was the last time you got an actual memo?
I think they're
on
called
paper?
emails now.
It's not a memo.
Regardless, Florence does have a good drive going here, guys. 8:45 to go in the half. Florence definitely in business inside the Hillcrest 15. And they're cooking with gas. You know?
Absolutely. Combination of the traditional drop back passing quarterback in Cade Davis, and also the Wildcat quarterback, Jayshad Pearson. Davis, the quarterback now, low snap, slings this one out to the right side. It is complete, but he is slung out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Nice little pickup, though, about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 6.
They only gave him, that's interesting. I agree, Brent. You said 7. I was thinking that too, but they've only given him about 5.
Oh, yeah, okay. Down to the 8-yard line is where they mark him out.
And they can get a first down without scoring.
Davis takes the snap, hands it off up the gut, weaving his way through inside the 5, still on his feet, to about the 3-yard line. Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down. That's Kalen Triplett, the running back. Let's see where they mark him. I guess they mark him at the 4.
That's
4.
About
so
third
and about 2, yeah.
I think that's a huge play, by the way, because I thought he was a lot closer. Now setting up 3rd and not too short, but I think it's an opportunity for Hillcrest to stuff them right here, what they've done. Let's see what sort of play call Florence has got in mind here.
All right, Cade Davis in shotgun. Caleb
boom!
Tackled in the backfield.
Yes.
Kendall Moorhead comes knifing through for the loss on the handoff to Kalen Triplett back to the 9-yard line.
That's a big play, Brent. Just
absolutely big
just
play.
Just a play right there. It was almost like Brad said. It looked like 3rd and inches. They gave him 3rd and 2. Huge play right there. Now we're at least causing them to attempt a field goal. They're set up for a field goal.
It will be a 27-yard attempt, but it'll be paused momentarily as it looks like Florence has called time out. So we'll stay here, guys. If you want to come to the booth, we'll stay here. Yeah, that was a huge play by Kendall Moorhead.
The play, to me, the play was the one before, because there was a lot of momentum by Florence. And despite the fact it was a positive yardage play for Florence, instead of getting the first down on that 2nd down, Hillcrest stuffed them, brought up 3rd and short. And I'm telling you, right before the play, we were just talking about how I felt like that's an opportunity for Hillcrest to make some negative play there. And, of course, they came through the big play, Kendall Moorhead, and really well done. And then that sets up a 4th and 7. And you figure, obviously, Florence has got a good kicker. And you talked about it in the beginning of the game. And I remember even before, early in the week, you think, okay, well, that's great. They have a good kicker. That's important.
Yes.
However, if you're down 16-0, I don't care what kind of kicker
3
you got.
points isn't going to do you a whole lot
You
of
need
good.
more than 3. So Florence is certainly going to go with it, or go for it.
All right, so Chandler Dixon is the kicker. He will make a 27-yard attempt right here. No, 26, I'm sorry, 26-yard attempt. Here with
They're taking the 3
7:17
points.
remaining. Yes. And the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Yeah. Well, it's a for sure. It's just about a for certain 3 points. What is he doing?
Just took over about 2 minutes ago. So I got no idea. He just hit it right in the middle of the broadcast.
Oh, well, there was probably something wrong that he saw.
Yeah,
David, what are you doing?
All right,
And
so
whenever you're done, just let us know, please.
16-3. Well, it's a good thing that he has control, because he can fix things that we don't see. And he's developed this thing, so.
Well, we certainly appreciate him developing it this summer. That certainly was great of him.
7:12 remaining. Florence now on the board. The Hillcrest defense gives up their first score of the season.
That's 3. We'll take the 3-point variety versus the touchdown variety.
Hey, we get 2 on extra points, right?
Well, you know, the thing is, that's a pretty big deal, getting those 2-point conversions. And we kind of, you know, at the time, you may not think a whole lot of it, but as the game progresses, think, man, I'll take the extra points, you know?
Yeah.
So instead of only leading by 11, you're sitting here at 13. They still need 2 touchdowns.
Hillcrest tennis kickoff is a deep one, fielded halfway back in the end zone by Caden Smith. The Pats will take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
Brent, what grade is that kicker in for Florence? If you mentioned it, I didn't hear it.
Let's see.
I'm sorry.
He is a senior.
Wow.
Charlie Graves?
No,
Is that him?
number 81, Chandler
okay,
Dixon.
my bad. 6 foot 165. Now the Patriots back on the field. 7:12 to go in the half. Plenty of time. You don't really do – not a whole lot of clock management going on at this point in the half, but something to keep your eye on for sure.
Put the scoreboard up.
We will have another heat
No, not that.
timeout
Not the scoreboard.
soon.
Soon, right.
Yeah.
Maybe after this play, Brian.
There you go. Here's the snap, the sweep by Jacoby Harris around right in. He gets hit, spins, moves down to the 30. A nice pickup of 10, and that's enough to move the chains. And a Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
See, I love it. First of all, I love the fact that we have options in the backfield. All right, it's not just a one-man show. I also love the movement. I love running to the near side. You know Coach Mitchell really loves to run to the near side of the field. It's difficult to – you have to honor the backside, but at the same time, he kind of wins in a phone booth over here on the short side.
Bryson flanked by his 2 running backs. Option play. Bryson keeps it up the middle, spins forward to about the 39-yard line. Pickup of about 6. We'll give him 7, make it 2nd down and 3.
Well done. And the clock's churning. Bryson trying to develop some sort of rhythm. And that option look. I feel like Bryson's settling down. Now, obviously, not a whole lot of throws lately.
No.
So I'd like to see, you know, how many times Coach Guy wins on this drive.
Bryson in shotgun, flanked by Christian Ritchie to his right. Jordan Chambers-Smith comes in motion. Here's a pass over to the left side, incomplete, intended for Caden Harris at about the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
That's the heat timeout.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. So we have a heat timeout here
that's
now?
Right.
Okay. We have a heat timeout, but we're caught up on our breaks, so we will stay right here.
One thing I've noticed, and I just want to mention this real quick before we move on to something else. You know, the defensive back, and who was the guy, if anybody knows, I mean, that's Jashad Pearson, that's number 1 for Florence. He's been the guy
Gosh, that's dark. That's
that
too dark.
has been.
Okay, turn it back on. Sorry.
He's been the defensive back that has been the best so far. I mean, to me, Jashad Pearson won on the far side. He's been on Caden Smith pretty much all night.
And he's also had single coverage on him, Brad, a couple
That's
times.
what I was going to mention.
He's not, like, he may have had some help a couple times, but he's been on an island.
Yes.
But I do think, to me, he's bit a little bit on those out routes. I wonder if we can give Bryson time, that little out and up, he might be able to get him if he has nobody over the top.
Well, I like the matchup because you've got 2 really high-quality players going at it.
Right.
And number 2, the out. You've got to set it up before you could take advantage. You know, you kind of got to put the yo-yo out there, and then all of a sudden you pull the string, right?
Yep.
So we'll see if that's the thing that works for us at some point. And I think I do feel like Coach Guy is keeping tabs on that particular matchup for that exact reason.
And anything we've noticed up here, I guarantee you next door Coach Guy noticed a long time ago.
Right.
Well, and if you'll notice, if you noticed also, I saw an underneath route by Wyatt Garner, one of our tight ends, and I just think that's important to note because, you know, you got to cover that short route, and if it's open or the 2 guys in the same area with 1 defender, that's tough.
That's right.
Bryson in shotgun, ready to take the snap. Looks like the left defensive end jumped off sides, but they said he did not. He got back. By the way, thanks to Jason Tidwell and Tidwell Paint and Body for that heat timeout. Thanks, Jason. Bryson now gets under center. The toss sweep to Jacoby Harris. Jacoby
nice. That's a first down.
The line
there we go.
Spins, moves forward to the 43-yard line, and that will be enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down here with 5:26 and counting remaining in the first half. Patriots up 16-3.
Interesting, too, guys. I don't know if you noticed, but to me, it looked like Florence had done a pretty good job of bottling up that particular play, and then all of a sudden, Jacoby, kind of shoots through that little tiny gap and ends up picking up a first down when you thought he might not have a chance to get positive yardage.
Bryson back to pass, being pressured, throws off his back foot, and this one falls well short of Jordan Chambers-Smith at about the 40-yard line of the Falcons and is almost intercepted.
Yeah, Bryson got away with
hits the ground.
Yeah, right. I thought he got away with one a little there. I think he tried to throw it back down the seam a little bit, but the ball did not come out of his hand well.
Well, he was on his back foot,
right.
avoiding while he was being hit. He kind of released it.
And Florence did a really good job right there, guys, kind of outnumbering that side of the line for Hillcrest. You know, you kind of had like 3 to 4 blockers for the Patriots, and it looked like Florence brought 5 on that field side of the ball.
Bryson in shotgun again, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the wide side of the field on the left in single coverage. 2 backs flank him, Christian Ritchie and Jacoby Harris. Bryson just keeps it over right guard, and Florence reads this one all the way. He has nowhere to go as he'll be stopped right at the 43, and it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Well, right now, it does feel a little bit like Hillcrest probably needs to stretch the field just a tad or run something with some moving guards, because everything right now is Bryson option up the middle. It just takes away any sort of advantage that Hillcrest might have by moving the line of scrimmage. And Florence is doing a pretty good job kind of taking on what's coming right at him.
3 wides to the far side of the field for the Pats, 1 here to the near side. Bryson in shotgun. Jacoby Harris, that's Christian Ritchie, moves to the other side of Bryson. Bryson is back to pass. He's being pressured. He's hit again as he releases it, and it is almost intercepted by number 25 at the 48-yard line as he's just unable to hold on to that one.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like we're a little out of rhythm. Florence has kind of got our number right now. And, of course, results in a punt. Good job by Florence defensively.
True. Jordan Chambers-Smith back to pass, back to punt. He stands at his own 27-yard line.
Those 16 points, guys, by the way.
Good snap. Kick is blocked, and caught in the air at the 38-yard line. And this is going to be, Caden Smith is able to come and knock him out of bounds at the 9-yard line, as that one was blocked and then received by number 16, Darian Brown, who ran it down to the 10-yard line. 9.
Can we replay that again?
Yeah, let's do that replay one more time, please.
I just want to see where there was a lot of 3 guys. We had 0 blockers on that. Says 3 guys just came unevaded to the punter. That's probably some sort of missed assignment or 3.
Yeah, the coaches aren't going to like that one.
No.
3:54 remaining in the first half. Hillcrest up comfortably 16-3, but now Florence threatening in the red zone all the way down at the 9-yard line of Hillcrest. It's 1st and goal. They're in the Wildcat formation. And
there you go. Let's go.
Yes.
Coming up to make the tackle is the Pats' Jamarian Bennett as he chases down Jashad Pearson way back at the 15-yard line.
The Jacksonville State commit with a nice play there.
Loss of 6.
Really well done.
2nd and goal from the 15.
Showed some real speed from his defensive back position, Brent.
Caught the speedy Jashad Pearson before he could cut the corner. Pearson stays in the game in shotgun. Here comes a man in motion. Pearson will keep it, and he will be knocked down in the backfield. And look who it is again, guys. It's big number 94 for the Pats. Jeremiah Beverly. Making the tackle once again in the backfield, just dominating on that right side of the defensive line.
So you figure, okay, Jamarian Bennett with a big play, you might say, okay, well, that makes him a candidate, but still, the leading candidate, if you have like a live poll, you got to figure that.
Who you got ahead of Jeremiah Beverly?
No, I'm saying if your live poll, Jeremiah Beverly is leading the live poll.
I thought you were saying that there was somebody else who was in the running there.
No.
I don't think so. Tidwell paint and body timeout. Jason Tidwell getting his money's worth tonight on all these timeouts for sure. 2:53 remaining in the first half. Guys, this will be huge if the defense can stop Florence right here. Keep it as a 2-score margin over Florence as opposed to a 1-score.
We didn't mention it at the time, but great job by Caden there, coming up there,
making
fighting through that
block
and showing his speed and being able to hold him out of the end zone. letting our defense have a chance, Brent.
Absolutely.
Well,
that's a good call,
Think
Coach.
about this. I think last year, I totally remember this discussion, and this topic came up several times, where we might give up 40 yards on a particular play, but you make the tackle, and you end up giving up nothing. And then so you say, well, man, that's a 7-point tackle right there.
That's right. That's
well,
right.
and we're going to find out if that tackle is worth any points.
Right.
Okay?
All right, now it's third and goal from the 20 after 2 plays have gone backwards for the Falcons. Cade Davis back in at quarterback. He takes the snap. He looks across the middle, and this one is incomplete and off the hands of the Pats' number 22, Camarcus Silvers, who almost was able to pick that one off at the goal line after the deflection.
Florence looked like there was some sort of decision to be made. It's 4th and goal from the 20. You kick it.
And you have a kicker that looks like he's All-State.
Yeah. Not much of a decision. Now, I'm sure that the coaching staff didn't have much of a decision, but it looked like the players were kind of waiting on, hey, we going?
16-6 keeps it a 2-score game. If he makes this 36-yard field goal. The snap is down, the placement is up, and the kick is good.
He got it. He got it.
So with 2:43 remaining in the first half, Hillcrest leads 16-6 as the Falcons chop off the lead just a little bit by 3.
So the Caden Smith tackle,
yeah,
4 points.
that was huge.
Worth
You're
4
right.
points, guys.
And then the great defensive plays, the 2 plays that followed that, pushing them backwards and forcing the extra point. They had, the field goal. They had 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
And kicked a 34-yard field goal, something like that, 36-yard field goal, Brent.
A chance to cut into the lead and make it a 1-score game.
Again, I'm really interested to see the stats, and as Coach P and I will definitely duke it out for how many yards each team has earned. But I'm certainly thinking Florence is in the small number category, at least the total yards.
Hillcrest tennis kickoff coming your way.
Let's go. Little half volley.
The leading scorer for the Falcons.
That's a big for
maybe
Chandler
returnable.
Dixon. Caden Smith fields this one at the 1, stumbles momentarily, and he'll be met at the 17-yard line. And so not great field position for the Pats to start out with this time.
Not his best return. Doesn't it? It's just me maybe, but doesn't it feel a little bit like both teams are kind of finding their groove?
Most definitely.
It's like, oh, man, we really hadn't played our best football tonight. Neither team has. But it still feels like there's a lot of growth to be had on both sides of the ball for both teams. And so far, with 2:33 to go in the first half, and, of course, Hillcrest 16-6 leads, at least we're winning, right?
Right. Well, Hillcrest has shown more signs of life than Florence.
So far.
The defense has been spectacular.
Well,
Let's just be honest.
I think
spectacular.
You've got to give the edge on both sides of the ball so far, but I will say Florence is definitely trying to find their groove defensively.
Yeah.
And has been pretty solid tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Option play. Bryson pitches it to Christian Ritchie, who takes it around left end. He's got close to 10. I think they're going to mark him just short. Gain of 9 to about the 27-yard line. Not quite enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down, but very, very close.
Starting to have a little bit of thought about the clock. 2:24 to go in the half. And, of course, now Hillcrest with 2 timeouts. Remember, they took the one to have the discussion about the officiating. And after that, you're still sitting at 2 timeouts.
Clock stopped momentarily.
Play clock still running. I think Christian went out of bounds on that play, Brad.
Oh, okay. There you go. Bryson in shotgun, directing traffic. Swing pass out here to the left side to Jordan Chambers-Smith.
Nice.
He has a nice little pickup of about 5 down to the 34, 33-yard line, and that'll be enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down. He goes out of bounds, stops the clock with 2:16 remaining. 2-minute drill here.
Oh, yeah. If you've never been to a – we would love to have you take advantage of looking at our video board, run by one of our good teammates, Nathan McDonald, who's just to our left up here in the studio. I guess you can call it a studio.
It's the Bama Stuff broadcast booth.
Broadcast booth, yes. Studio booth.
Here's a handoff. Jacoby Harris over left tackle. Nice tackle made by him, by the Florence defender at about the 40-yard line. But that is a pickup of 5. Nice pickup by Jacoby Harris, and it'll be 2nd down and 5. 1:53 now, 1:52, clock rolling. Hillcrest with the ball at their own 44-yard line, hoping to put some more points on the board before the end of the first half. Pump fake by Bryson Kimbrough. He throws this one deep down the right sideline. Incomplete. Incidental contact here on the sideline at about the 27-yard line of Florence. So no flag is thrown as they both were going up for the ball.
Yeah, I thought that was a good no call. I mean, there was definitely no penalty there. But look, I like the attempt. You get a shot at sending it out there, and you get lucky. It's 3rd and half of the set of chains, so you figure you come back, you have a pretty good play call to get this first down, but at the same time, why not take a shot? Why not?
1:35 remaining in the half, 3rd down and 5 from the 39. Bryson in shotgun, both of his running back mates beside him. Christian Ritchie goes in motion and whistles. It looks like false start. Is that right?
That's
false
right.
start on the Pats. So,
look, you do anticipate that a first game would have a lot of penalties, okay? But this feels, and it doesn't feel like an inordinate number. It just feels like more than average. How about that?
And I noticed as soon as that flag was thrown, Coach Ashley started walking the direct opposite direction of Coach Mitchell. Smart move by Coach Ashley.
And maybe he should take his headset off.
all right, so 3rd and 10 as the new line of scrimmage after the 5-yard penalty is the 34-yard line of Hillcrest. 1:32 still the time remaining as no time went off due to the penalty. Here comes Jordan Chambers-Smith in motion. Bryson back to pass, looking toward the right sideline.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Caught.
That's
was
flag.
that caught?
That's flag.
Caught by, was that caught?
No,
I think on the break, he made his cut.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to see it in the penalty.
To get both hands in the small of his back.
Okay, so
I will say, regardless of the penalty, I do feel like Bryson and Caden don't have their timing down perfectly.
Not yet.
Like that throw should have come half a second earlier.
Right.
So, you got to trust your receiver. And obviously, we're talking about high school kids here. But you got to trust that receiver's going to make the break.
Right.
You've got an SEC offer wide receiver out there against a really good defensive back. But at the same time, your receiver knows where the ball's going. So the advantage is on your side.
I also think Jamie working the officials for basically the first 23 minutes of the game is going to get you a kind of a 50-50 call there as well.
And the sideline warning.
After the pass interference call, Hillcrest moves it forward to the 49-yard line, their own 49, and it will be 1st and 10 here with 1:25 remaining. Hillcrest still hoping to put some more points on the board here before halftime.
I wouldn't say this is a fantastic drive, but not terrible.
Hey, it'll
So
be
far, so good.
fantastic if the ball goes across the goal line.
That's right.
Bryson slings this one to Jacoby Harris on the left side. He makes a move. He's got 10. He's got 11. That's enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down to the 40-yard line. Oh, is there a penalty?
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to guess it's a hold on us. It just felt like that because I think that was Jordan Chambers-Smith out there.
Where's the flag?
That was
I can't
Jacoby.
tell.
Oh, you're talking on the hold?
I'm talking about on the hold, yeah.
Okay.
I don't recall. I don't see. No, it was not Jordan Chambers-Smith. He's on this near side. It was 13. That is Jalen Cook.
Well, it is a spot foul, so after the 11, no, or what is he doing?
That'll be 1st and 10.
Okay.
From the same spot.
Okay, after the 10-yard gain, it's a 10-yard penalty. You don't lose the down, so it's 1st and 10 again. So it's a non-play, basically.
But you did lose the 12 seconds.
Oh, that's a good point. 1:22 and counting now remaining in the half. Bryson in shotgun. Here comes the snap.
Better.
The completion.
Good.
To the 45-yard line.
Better timing. I like that.
Pickup of about 6. That one, a new receiver getting his hands on the ball for the Pats here for the first time tonight. That's Jalen Cook.
Yeah, Cookie right there with the nice catch and good timing and took a nice shot and was able to hang on.
Bryson takes a snap, drops back, being pressured off his back foot.
Get up.
Jordan
Get up.
Chambers goes up and makes a spectacular catch at the 18-yard line. Jordan Chambers-Smith high-pointing the ball. Beautiful play by Jordan Chambers-Smith as we are down to 41 seconds. Centel Home Design red zone for the Pats as they threaten to put more points on the board, and the Pats call timeout. Let's go back and see that replay again. That one's worth seeing again. Jordan Chambers-Smith showing that he is ready to play ball here tonight. Look at this high point of the ball on the release here in just a second here, Brad. He's got two guys around him. He goes up and gets it, just like a rebounder, right?
Yes.
Right, Coach Sims?
Well, you know, the thing is, too, I don't know, in the replay you may have missed, but Bryson is taking a shot when he delivers a ball right down the seam. So well done by Bryson to deliver a catchable ball, despite the fact that he was being pressured. So well done there.
And Jordan Chambers-Smith adds to his campaign for the offensive player of the game.
No doubt. I'd like to see those running back numbers, too, because I think Jacoby Harris and Christian Ritchie both at least have points on the board. You know?
True. Especially that one long drive that really set the tone.
Correct, yep.
40 seconds remaining. Pats threatening after the big reception by Jordan Chambers-Smith down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. I formation for the Pats. Jacoby Harris in at fullback. Christian Ritchie is the running back in the I. Bryson Kimbrough is under center. One wide receiver wide to either side. Whistles. And let's see. What do we have here? Is that a false start?
Yep.
Yeah, false start against Hillcrest. Backs them up 5. That'll move it back to the 23-yard line. Still 1st and 10. I'm sorry, 1st and 15 now from the 23.
In the battle for Winston County, from Double Springs, Alabama, Winston County 28, Addison Bulldogs 7.
Population of Double Springs?
Oh, man, like 2,500.
There we go, okay.
Hey, but by the way, guess who's from Double Springs, Alabama? Lucas McDonald.
Hey!
Yep.
Oh, Jordan Chambers-Smith tries to hit Caden Smith. I'm sorry, Bryson Kimbrough tries to hit Caden Smith down here at the 15-yard line. No go there as it falls incomplete. 36 seconds remaining, 2nd and 15 from the 23.
At the half, Clay Chalkville leads Hueytown 14-7. Probably a pretty good game.
Well, when you get a chance, I'll show you. Not urgent. All right, 36 seconds remaining. Pat still hoping add some more to their total. Bryson back to pass. Slings this one, looking for Caden Smith at about the 15. Caden was there on the slant. He was just a little bit behind him.
Yep.
And it fell incomplete.
Interesting. I'd like, and I'm not going to see it from the replay, but it looked like Jordan Chambers-Smith was almost running a combo, almost like a flag route on the backside. You know, he comes in, he goes over top to the flag. Caden Smith runs a slant kind of underneath him. I didn't follow Jordan Chambers-Smith once the ball was thrown, but I thought he may have been open.
The play was there. He just missed him. Just threw it behind him. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the short side of the field on the right. Here comes Jacoby Harris in motion. Bryson is going to keep it around right in. He's at the 15. Dives forward all the way down to the 10-yard line.
I bet we go.
Nice run into the air.
Sorry, Brian, I didn't mean to talk over you.
That's okay. Down to the 9-yard line, I believe. And it's fourth and about a yard and a half, maybe, I guess.
No, it's about 3 over there. But I'm just thinking.
They didn't give him a good spot. Can we play that replay again? I want you to watch this. He landed on the 9-yard line. They've marked him at the 10. Watch this on this replay and see if you agree with me. Beautiful run, by the way, as he goes Superman here.
Good
diving,
blocking, too.
Flying through the air. Watch it. See, he landed at the 9.
That's pretty close. Yeah. That's pretty close. not a terrible spot. I've seen worse on third Saturday in October.
Seen some horrible scores here, too.
Oh, they are going to kick. It looks like Hudson Hall has come onto the field. And
Hudson with his first field goal attempt. The Dr. Brandy Patterson of Brookwood Women's Center field goal be of 17 yards. It's placed down. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Attaboy.
So the Pats, with 18 seconds remaining in the first half, extend the lead to 19-6.
That's also going to give us another opportunity to have a Hillcrest tennis kickoff. That's great. I don't know what we're paying for this, but we're getting our money's worth.
That's absolutely.
I'm serious. What are we seriously paying? Like $1 or $2 a game?
This is my week to pay $1. You got next week.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
$1.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, hey, you guys remember that RoboCop? Remember RoboCop, the movie?
The late 80s?
And there's a quote in there, like there's some commercial, and this guy's doing it. He says, "I'd buy that for $1." You guys remember that?
No.
What?
I do not remember that either.
And then some old lady be like, and that was the thing. And I remember the TV ends up getting shot out by like RoboCop or something, but it's like, I'd buy that for $1. I'd buy Hillcrest tennis kickoffs for $1.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we did.
I'm telling you, what a deal. You need to get out of my zone, Idiana. Sarah Land leads Jackson.
If you're out there listening and you would like to,
Jackson?
Yes.
If you're out there listening and you would like to sponsor the kickoffs here for Hillcrest, we would more than welcome you.
For $100,
be sure to give me a call.
$2 a game.
And I'll tell you the prices.
Exactly
So I can stop these bozos from talking about it so much.
$2.
You guys, here's the Hillcrest tennis kickoff from Hudson Hall.
It's negotiable.
And it bounces at the 15. It's scooped up, a nice hit, but he's able to bounce off of the hit. He's got some room around the left end. He's at the 40, 45.
He's
and
gone.
Look, he is gone. And oh my goodness, this is going to be a touchdown run.
No flags.
Wow. By the Falcons, Kalen Triplett.
Well, really well done there.
And that is an 86-yard kickoff return with 3 seconds remaining in the first half, putting the Falcons back in this game. That's one of those things where the timing gets messed up.
Yeah.
After the extra point, we'll go back to this replay again, and he got hit pretty hard, but when the ball bounced, everybody starts going for the ball and stops thinking so much about the return man, and then it just messes up the timing of the coverage.
You're exactly right. You call the extra point right again, and then we can revisit it.
Yeah, we will. Extra point attempt, snap down, placement, kick is up, kick is good. It's a 19-13 one-score game now. Let's go back to that kickoff return and take a look at that one more time.
You have the ability to go back a play like that?
Yes. That's what I'm telling you.
Man, I don't know if I want to see it.
Wait a minute. You went to the wrong one. No, it wasn't, because we played the replay. Try it again.
All I know, I'll tell you what, replay or not, good play by Florence.
I think what Brent was saying there, once that ball hit the ground, instead of saying in your lanes.
We didn't get to see the part that I was talking about.
You're right. Nobody stayed in their lanes.
There's a point right there where our coaches were not happy. There's a slight crackback block somewhere in there where you could see our staff was pretty animated, wanting it to be called. Not nearly as egregious as the one on us last quarter.
Yeah. All right, so a lot of action here in the last 5 or 6 seconds as we come to a close for the first half. This will be the last play of the first half.
Unless it's a touchback.
Oh, you're right, which it very well could be because he kicks it into the end zone. And it probably will be, honestly.
Unless he squibs it. Yep, you're right.
Chandler Dixon prepared for this is a Hillcrest tennis kickoff we don't like.
Yeah, no doubt.
We didn't need this to happen.
Right.
The approach, the kick, squibbed and caught and down at the 21-yard line, but there's still 3.6 seconds left as the Patriots.
The clock didn't never even run.
Not even a tenth of a
Right.
second.
Jalen Cook jumped up to catch the ball after it bounced on the ground, and he fell straight to the ground, so no time went off the clock.
Remember, Florence gets the ball back to start the second half as well, guys.
Don't go? Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to stay at halftime. We're going to stay here and not go immediately to the commercial because our state championship baseball team is going to be honored on the field. We don't want to miss that, so we're
It
going to
looks
stay
like,
right here.
by the way, Florence only has 10 defenders on the field currently. Here comes number 11. Here comes number 12. They have 12 guys on the field currently.
And now
there
number
goes
0 goes
12.
off the field.
Back off. Okay, now they have 11. And it looks like we're just going to take a knee.
Yeah.
It's a stinky way to end the half, by the way, boys.
It looked like it was going to be a great way to end the half as the Patriots scored with what? How many seconds were left right there?
13?
Like 13 seconds.
Yep,
So we're thinking,
under
just
20.
Kick it, tackle them, run out the clock. We go into the half with a 19-6 lead. But after the 86-yard touchdown kickoff return, it's a ball game again. 19-13 Hillcrest at the half. All right, and here we go. We got the baseball team on the field. State champs as they won the state championship over Hartselle High School last May. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer shot. Do we have a camera with there we go. There we go. Mark Garner and his team. A lot of football players out there from that team that are on the field right now as well. Each one of them being introduced. There's Mason Booth. Wyatt Garner, Coach Mark Garner's son. Caden Smith, one of the stars of the team, leadoff home run in the first game of the championship series. Turn on the mic, the field mic.
Sims, Rhett Turnipseed, Duncan Walker, last year seniors, Jamison Farley, Colson Free, Jackson Henderson, Logan Metz, Brooks Tennell, and Evan Williams. Manager, C.J. Sindel Hayward. Manager, Seth Spiller. Photographer, Rex Sones. Assistant coaches, Matt Bost, Ryan Colvin, and the head coach of the Patriots, Mark Garner. Please help me congratulate your 2024 6A state champion, Hillcrest Patriots.
Somebody we haven't mentioned tonight that we miss here is Cheryl Morrow's kind of her last thing at Hillcrest High School. It's great to send her out a winner as well, though. So it's fantastic, and then congratulations.
Who took her place?
Believe me. Man.
Great job by Coach Garner and those boys, though.
Okay, it is halftime. We're going to take a break and return with the Stephen Fikes All-State Halftime Show right after this. Your score, Hillcrest 19, Florence 13. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
That went relatively quick.
Nice students and fans since
We got a lot to
1930.
do for the second half.
What do we got to do?
We got to do the stats.
Oh, okay.
They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house design Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week, or shop online anytime at BamaStuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to
So after we got into college, I knew that a lot of the finances were now not on my parents but on me. I remember telling my teller this, and she had such amazing advice to set up 2 savings accounts. One could be used solely to build up, and then the other could be used for emergencies. And I still have both of those accounts to this day. The Alabama Credit Union employees really have your back and are willing to do everything in order to give you great service.
Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
Are back, and it's the Stephen Fikes All-State Halftime Show. You need to scoot. Okay, look, jump in here. Jump in here. Listen, here's the news of the day, everybody. Get in there so we can see. Will you stop blocking? Oh, that's me blocking. Go that way. That way. There you go. There we go. This is my beautiful wife, Lindsay, right here. And guys, listen.
She's got to put up with
right
you 24/7.
Okay,
Gracious.
but let's talk about numbers. 24/7. She has put up with me 24/7 for exactly 16 years today.
Congratulations.
Today is our 16th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Lindsay, you deserve a medal. Yeah.
And what better way to celebrate an anniversary than here at Roy Johnson
Stadium.
Stadium.
Hang out with us in the booth.
I'm sure that's what Lindsay was hoping for 16 years
romantic,
ago. Yeah.
How romantic is that, right?
You devil. Oh.
Eat that hamburger.
I want to, but I'm waiting.
Okay, guys.
Starving.
We do
Brett,
not.
Now, Lindsay told me to tell you, this does not count as the anniversary gift, though. Mentioning her on the air, okay? Just checking.
But getting to spend time with you, is that not gift enough, Brian?
Good point. Good point. Good point.
Okay, guys, we do not have our stats yet. Brought to you by Two Gals Salon, remember?
Hey.
Well, thanks again to Lori Lynn and company. We love her.
We do not have our stats emailed. Wait a minute. Here they are.
Hey.
Here they are. We got them. Okay, so let's go to the stats line, the Two Gals Salon stat line.
Hey.
Right? Okay. And let's see what we got here, guys. You want to take a guess at total yards?
For whom?
Let's try. Well, of course, the kickoff return doesn't count as
right,
their total yards.
That's
special
correct.
teams. We're talking about the offense's total yards. So take a guess at total yards for Florence.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll go first.
Sure.
I think I'm going to guess, seriously, 35 yards.
Okay, I'm going a little bit lower than that. In my head, I had 31, so I'll go 31.
Hey, you want to try 23?
Wow.
23. Wow. Okay, and for the Patriots, what do you think?
I'll go first. We were good. We were okay, certainly not great. I'll put it at 136.
I'll go a little above that. I actually thought, it's funny you said, because I was thinking 100s for sure. I'll go with about 165.
How about 140?
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
He won both of those.
140.
Dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty close. But look at this, guys. 140 to 23 in yardage, and the score is only 19-13.
Special teams is where you can make or break a game, and Florence did it in that first half to keep this one close.
Let's look at some of the individuals for tonight. Christian Ritchie has carried the ball 7 times for 47 yards. Bryson has carried it 5 times for 33. Jacoby Harris 4 for 25. Caden Smith 3 for -1. In passing, Bryson not having his best night ever. 6 completions on 14 attempts for 54 yards. That one beautiful touchdown pass, though, to Jordan Chambers-Smith.
You said for 54?
Yes.
How many were on that one individual play, do we think, when Jordan went up and got the ball? 30 of those?
Oh,
yes,
that was
something like that.
35?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yep. Jordan Chambers-Smith has 3 catches of those Bryson passes for 48 yards and that touchdown. Caden Smith 2 for 10. Jalen Cook 1 for -4.
Is that part of the
It's
show?
part of the show. I was thinking the same thing.
That's coming from the band,
Yep.
yes. It sounds like a cell phone, doesn't
Correct.
it? Okay, so numbers not looking great for the Patriots here tonight offensively. Let me see if I can find the numbers for – I don't think I have the numbers. I don't have the numbers for Florence here in this, okay? But we know 23 yards, it's not going to be that much anyway for any of them, right?
Yeah, and to be honest, Brent, neither offense looked that explosive that half. It seems like both were kind of playing in mud.
Okay, guys, let's move on now to the RSV Design scoreboard update.
Let's
you
go.
got some scores for us?
No, none of these things are updating. I mean, literally, I've got Opelika over Benjamin Russell 14-0. This is an interesting matchup, by the way, guys. Mountain Brook is at Demopolis.
I saw that.
Like, why?
I don't know.
Anyway, I don't have a score from that, but they're playing each other. I do have Carver Montgomery leads Vestavia Hills 21-12. The last score that I have from Central, okay, Mount Brook leads Demopolis 14-0. The last score that I have from Central and County was County High leads Central 14-7.
And we're getting those, via text from a friend of ours there, but.
And then, of course, not necessarily a live score, but a big score from our particular area. Last night, Tuscaloosa Academy was able to have I'm not even sure it's an upset.
Neither I.
I think it was I probably would have picked it to have
I had some dental work done earlier this week.
Okay.
And Dr. Stan Turnipseed is my dentist. His
his
son
kid plays
on
for
the team.
TA,
And he does all kinds of responsibilities in the booth for the game. And he was like, yeah, I think we're really going to get them this time. We've been close. We're going to get them this time. So, Stan, congratulations to you on the big win for TA.
We know that guy. We know Dr. Stan Turnipseed.
I got also one more score update pertinent to us right now. Next week, opponent Sparkman is trailing Spain Park 31-0 at halftime.
Wait a minute. Say that again? I can't read that.
Spain Park 31, Sparkman 0.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
By the way, if Stan is listening, I mean, we're always in for University General Dentistry.
Kickoffs.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Kickoffs. remember, Stan, it only is going to cost you $2 a game.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's a little bit more than that.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, long story short, I do have
more scores. Vestavia Hills, what you got there?
I said that one. Carver is ahead of Vestavia 21-12. I remember last night, Grayson, Georgia defeated Thompson 15-14 in overtime.
I heard that was quite a game.
It was quite a game.
I watched a little bit of it on ESPN.
It was 7-0 for the longest time, and then Thompson scored late to tie it. They went into overtime. Thompson scored first to take the lead 14-7, and then Grayson scored to make it 14-13, went for 2 to win the game. And
one more region, Class 7A Region 3 score. Oak Mountain up 24-10 over Briarwood at the half.
And then I was trying to think, has anybody seen a Hewitt score? Because
I didn't hear, guys. Did y'all have an update on the Central County High game?
Last we heard was 13-0.
No, 14-7.
I'm sorry.
14-7, yes. Now I'm seeing 21-7 at the half. Tuscaloosa County leads Central.
Okay.
What's the last you have for Hueytown?
The last I saw was Clay Chalkwell leads 14-7.
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I got.
So that's a pretty good score. Let's see.
Carver's up 21-12. I think you mentioned that, Brad.
Yep.
Okay, we got to move on.
Yeah, you're right.
We're going to move on.
We'll keep you posted as we move along.
Before the Hillcrest band gets on the field, we got to get to our college preview.
Oh, great.
Okay, let's do it.
College. It's usually our college preview. We usually pick the games against the line. If we can go to that, it's sponsored by Tiger Rock this year.
Tiger Rock.
Thanks to Tiger Rock for sponsoring
great.
us again this year. And let's go to the next graphic because now we have to look at the finals from last year. Season totals for the picks from last year.
You beat me by a game?
Yeah, I won at 29-28-1. You 29-28-3. You 28-29-3, and Brian 27-30-3.
I demand a recount.
Golly. Man, look at those stupid photos.
Okay, let's move on. Right. What we're going to do instead of picking games, since there aren't any games tomorrow, we're going to do the over-under on win totals for 2024 for the SEC.
Let's do it.
Okay, Alabama is predicted to win 9.5 games. Will they win more or will they win less? What do you say, Brad?
Under. Go.
Over.
You're going. Oh. Okay, I'm going over as well. I'm going at least 10.
Maybe we were all
10 to 12.
Right.
10 to 12.
That's why you took the over.
Auburn at 7.5. What do you got?
Under.
I'm going to go over.
Okay.
I'm going to go over. I think Auburn's going to surprise some people this year. Tennessee at 9.5.
What do you know? I'll take the over. You two are going to take the under.
Oh, I'll take way under. Way under. Come on.
Good.
South Carolina at 5.5.
USC Junior will be under.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah,
I got them at 4.
I agree, under. Let's go to the next one. Georgia, the #1 team in the preseason at 10.5. That's a big number. What do you got?
Over.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. I hate it, but it's going to be over.
Okay, I'll do over too. All right, the Gator Chomp, 4.5. Really low total, I think, for Florida this year. I think they've got some potential.
I think I'm going to take the over on 4.5.
Yeah,
that's way too low. That feels like a lot of value.
You're both taking the over?
I'm taking the over.
I'll go the under just to be different.
Well, okay. All right, LSU at 9.5. I think that's kind of a high number for LSU. Their offense is good, but Nussmeier's their quarterback. But their defense was so horrible last year. I don't see them improving that much in this short a period of time.
I don't know. I just feel like Brian Kelly's too good. But 9.5 is a high number, guys. I'll take under.
All right, 10.5 for the
Let me go.
Longhorns.
LSU, y'all split?
Yeah.
I'll take under.
Okay.
Under.
Yep. All right, Longhorns at 10.5. We're going to have to cut after this one and go to the marching band. What do you got?
That feels high to me. I'll take under.
Yeah, I'm saying
Welcome
under
to the SEC.
Under for me as well.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, now it's time for us to take a look at the Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band. If we can get out to the field and let's enjoy their halftime show, and we will come back after this and enjoy the show, guys. We'll be back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Hillcrest High School Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band. Join us on a journey through our emotions as we explore our innermost feelings in our show titled Emotional Odyssey. Tonight's performance features music from Beethoven, Queen, and Simon and Garfunkel. Please enjoy as drum majors Elliot Brown and Emerson Gore and the Hillcrest High School Marching Band take the field.
Y'all go fantastic. Any idea how the volleyball goes in? We got the general update.
But I know
I'll get a case. I'll get next game. I'll have a case. Go down there and say we're going to block. We're going to do. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Where you go?
The band is under the direction of Miss Megan Miller and Mr. Xavier Dickerson, assisted by Miss Britt Mason and Mr. Sam Becker. Our visual sponsor is Madison Everson. On behalf of the Hillcrest High School Band, we say, Go Pats!
Sadeja, please report to the front gate in the south end zone as if you were exiting the stadium complex. Sadeja, please report to the south gate entrance. Your mama's waiting.
Hey, Patriot Nation, come on down to the Frame Shack. Frame Shack can make your art, photos, and keychains come alive and become a focal point of home, office, and place of business. For over 35 years, Frame Shack has been custom making frames for art, mirrors, photos, and shadow boxes. They offer a fine line of molding, mats, artwork, and ready-made frames. Frame Shack is family-owned and always guaranteed to frame with a personal touch.
When the Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, Go Pats!
Ready? Here we go. Welcome back to Roy Johnson Stadium and the Bama Stuff broadcast booth. Brett Jones, Brad Armstrong, Brian Verona. You see us all right here. Oh, I need to move up. Yes, you do.
I'm sorry, it's just, this is in the press box house. I mean, we've gotten a little upgrade. I mean, to get the tour of the city, obviously, sitting right here, like the window, one of the nice new box.
And the most important feature, air conditioning.
Yeah, you see the thermostat back there behind us, right?
Our plan was to put a TV on the wall over there. No, tell me about what is that?
TV's over there, right? There.
Yeah, but I think the man that was one.
Why can't you go right there on that space? Is it too small?
Well, maybe not. It would be a small TV. Which I'm okay with a small TV. Maybe that's for
one there, one there.
Oh no, I'm totally
okay. Right, hey guys, we need to continue on. We're going to call it.
Oh, we're doing all of it.
Yeah, we got to go to the others. Okay, so let's scroll on. Okay, this is where we are. Right, we're at Ole Miss. Ole Miss with high expectations this year. 9.5 is the total for them. I'm going to say Ole Miss is for real this year, and this is the year that they make some noise. It's so close. I think they're a playoff team. I think they'll beat that 9.5. I think they'll be maybe 10-2.
So you're buying?
Right.
Well, I'm buying too. I like their schedule. I think their schedule sets up well.
Yeah.
I'll take the over.
But will their schedule be too weak to get in at 10-2?
It's a good question.
10-2 in the SEC.
Think so? Yeah, I think you're a 9, 10, 11, 12. Right.
I know it, but you gotta figure you gotta be in the top 10.
Right.
If you're in the top 10, you're in.
It's hard. It should be interesting to see how this season plays out.
Or if you lose late,
it's possible on site.
They can reach out to you, by the way.
I'm totally in on hosting a visiting team. Like,
Talking about the Patriots situation where it's happening in Alabama.
Okay, let's continue on. Old State.
they're fighting Elliott Armstrong.
Everybody's darling this year, right? 9.5 wins predicted for Missouri.
And I'm going to say under. Yeah. I feel like I think it's going to be over, so I also will go under. Honestly, Missouri, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going with the under. Oklahoma at 7.5.
Patriots will kick to begin the third quarter. They will defend the north goal. Deep for the Falcons, number 2.
And that's
Jamarian Reeder.
Okay, take
Kevon Triplett. That's Mull will kick to the Patriots to begin the second half of play.
Over. And under. Arkansas. That's not right for Arkansas. It says 9.5. That's a mistake.
What are we going
Arkansas is
We're keeping it. We're keeping it. We'll take the under.
Oh, this is wrong for Vandy, too. Vandy's 4.5.
Under.
Okay, sorry about that. Whoever made that graphic.
Dang it.
Messed that up. All right. Hey, guys. It's time to get started here with the second half.
Okay, we need a better kickoff.
It's time to get started here with the second half. Sorry about that. And here we go with the Hillcrest tennis kickoff. Let's get to the camera out in the action, please. Away from the graphic. Here's the kickoff. Fielded at the 10-yard line. And the tackle made at the 24. Sorry you had to miss that one. A little bit of technical difficulties here. We get back to the field camera. There we go. There we go. So,
well, the good news is
25-yard line is where Florence will start.
Yeah, they didn't score a touchdown on that line, at least. Guys, when we travel, I think we're going to rest more. Because standing.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good. My source says that fixed it.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I just forgot. We got to remember to turn that mic off after the band plays. All right, here's the handoff up the gut. Nice job by the Hillcrest D-line coming up to stop the man who put the damper on such a good night for the Patriots on that 86-yard kickoff return. Kalen Triplett, he'll lose a yard, and it'll be second down and 11 from the 24.
So total offense, what was it, 23?
23
for
yards.
Florence? That's so right. Now they're at 22.
Let's keep them going backwards. How about that?
Golly, 22 total yards of offense. They have 13 points.
Cade Davis takes the snap. A little slant over the middle is too hot for his receiver to handle at the 32-yard line. It goes through the hands of Kevontae Green, and it'll be third down and 11.
That was a pretty good read, I thought, there. The throw was a bit hot. I didn't think it was completely high. I mean, it was a little high. But Cade Davis with a good read and a decent throw, but Kevontae Green was just not able to come up with it.
We have the ghost of Dr. Brandy Patterson up in the corner. There she's gone now.
Hey.
Okay. I see Dr. Brandy Patterson below us about 30 feet.
Cade Davis in shotgun, 3 wides to the right. Short snap, he's back to pass.
Oh, wow.
It's batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
And guess who it was, guys? Replay, please. Guess who it was? Jeremiah Beverly coming in to bat down the pass. Boom.
Hey.
But he reached way out for that one, too.
Guys, Jeremiah Beverly, it's going to take a monumental effort by somebody to pass him in the second half.
I think we have to keep reiterating, that young man is a 10th grader.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, he was a freshman last year.
Well, he's not a freshman now.
No way.
He's making his presence known for
By the way, have you ever stood next to Jeremiah Beverly?
Oh, my gosh.
He's a pretty big kid.
I mean, he's not Jalen McIver yet.
No. Is he like the next like AJ Love kind of kid? I mean,
the next Warren Sapp.
Here's the snap. The kick is away. It's an end-over-end kick.
Uh-oh.
Bounces, fielded by Jordan Chambers-Smith at the 40. Nice catch there. And he is out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
Okay, good, boys. And actually, a really underrated great play by Jordan Chambers-Smith.
I don't know if he had to do it over again. If Coach Mitchell had a choice, he'd want him fielding that ball. But definitely high risk, high reward. Probably netted us, what would you say, Brad, 25 yards?
The mark right there, yes, you're right. So he got 11. 14.
Could have gone 20 more.
20.
That's right.
I agree.
Hey, guys, keep calling this. We've got a black screen here, and I'm trying to figure out what the issue is over here, okay?
I formation for the Patriots. Single wide out on the far side of the field. The toss to the right side to Jacoby Harris. I haven't called his name a lot. Harris, isn't it?
That was Jacoby.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Yep.
He gets the first carry of the second half right there. And then as this was kind of rolling on in the first half, what freshman has made this big a difference on offense?
I agree.
And I'm
Christian
trying to
Ritchie
think of,
last year,
that's a good point.
But remember,
a lot
he didn't
of that,
get a lot of first
correct,
carries.
and that was a lot of mop-up time.
3-yard pickup. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
We got our situation figured out, and we're back.
Okay.
2nd and 7. You're right.
in.
Shotgun formation. Bryson calling the signals. 10:27 remaining here in the third quarter. Here's a little swing pass to the left side to Caden Smith. Caden's got some room around the sideline. He's got about 10 yards down to the 45-yard line, 12 on the pickup, and another Stephen Fikes All-State first down. I like seeing those little swing passes.
Wasn't it great?
Getting some green
they
to
sent
Caden.
11 out there to take the defensive back and just got Caden one-on-one in space, and I loved our chances on that one, guys.
The good thing is he's already got speed. He's moving away towards the line, towards the boundary, or the field, rather. And so he's got some momentum carrying out, and a nice pickup.
And Bryson hit him in stride, too.
Kind of a simple-looking play, but I bet it's not so simple to make the play.
Doesn't matter if it's simple if it works, right? Bryson shotgun again. Calling the signals. Here's the snap. Bryson's just going to keep it up the middle. Breaks a tackle down to the 30. Got a first down to the 25. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Nice run by Bryson Kimbrough.
You can't do that. That's defensive holding. You cannot take a guy, if you're the defender, and you grab a guy on his jersey and throw him out of the way. That's defensive holding.
Every time.
You can't do that. And I can see over there the far side defensive back, which if they don't call it, you can do it. But Jordan Chambers-Smith got slung around a little bit out there.
Stephen Fikes All-State first down for the Pats from the 22-yard line as they're threatening to enter the Centel Home Design red zone and put another score on the board and extend their 19-13 lead. Here's a pass to the left side.
Probably better off.
Intended for Caden Smith, but he's unable to hold on right at about the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I'm sorry, Brett. And Brett, I agree with you. You know, if he had caught that ball, he was immediately going to be hit by multiple Falcons over there. So obviously we want completions, but probably not the worst thing overall for the Patriots.
Yeah, I agree.
I formation with Bryson under center now. Florence defender steps forward, but apparently not into the neutral zone. Bryson changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap. It's the belly G. And not much real estate there for the Pats' Christian Ritchie as he only gets about a yard, making it 3rd and 9. 21-yard line, the line of scrimmage, 9:49 and counting. Left in the third, the Pats up 19-13.
Start to see what sort of variety Hillcrest can have offensively here. By the way, Carver Montgomery starting to just really run away with it. 34-12 over Vestavia.
Wow.
And you start to think, and by the way, they have them, and I think these numbers are like statewide power rankings.
According to Max Preps, right?
Right.
Yep.
So they have Carver Montgomery as a number 15 team in Alabama, but they have Vestavia as number 4. And Carver putting it to them.
Oh, gosh. The snap gets away from Bryson through his legs, but Bryson is able to track it down and fall on top of it way back at the 41-yard line. So now, with 4th down, it's going to be 4th and about 21.
Oh, gosh.
More than
that's
that.
a lot. I was going to say
Is that right?
21.
10, 20. Oh, you're right. It's like closer to 28, 29. So Jordan Chambers-Smith will come in and have to punt it away after the Patriots were threatening inside the 20-yard line. Jordan stands at his 45-yard line. That looked like Alabama last year with the errant snap.
You're not kidding.
Hopefully we got that taken care of this year. The snap is a good one this time.
Good
Jordan
punt.
Chambers-Smith,
Good
a
kick.
good punt. Fair catch called for it. Bounces at the 10.
Get
it
in there.
stays inbounds.
No.
And is
no,
down.
It's still down. It's still down.
Down at the 1-yard line by the Patriots.
That was horrible.
God, the kick was perfect.
Yes, But the ability to down it, wow.
It looked like 3 different times we tried to hit it into the end zone, but thankfully for us, they're talking about it.
It felt a little bit like they panicked.
Yep.
No, they got it marked.
No way, they definitely downed that.
They got it marked.
Okay,
They're discussing exactly where it should be.
Yeah.
It's on the 2-yard line.
That's fantastic.
Wow. So, great punt by Jordan Chambers-Smith. Covered there at the 2. And Florence will start with 98 yards of green in front of them if they're going to score this time.
Well, guys,
was that our first punt after the block? Was there been one since
No,
then?
that's the first one. You're
well,
right.
Good job right there. Yep.
Well, here's the other thing. We talked before, Jordan Chambers-Smith pretty good for, 60% of his punts?
That's right.
75% of his punts? So far, pretty good.
It's about spot on for that percentage.
That's right.
Cade Davis comes up to the line of scrimmage.
He didn't get much. He might have lost
quarterback sneak, and nowhere.
They've got
at
him
the
marked
very
at the
least
2.
no gain, right?
I think he lost a yard. Didn't they have?
Well, he was at the 2.
He was
so
still on the 2.
No
Yeah,
gain,
you're right. You're right.
2nd down and 10 now for the Falcons from the 2. Cade Davis in shotgun. He stands 5 yards deep in his end zone. He takes the snap. He hands it off.
Oh!
A hand on the running back in the end zone, but he's able to escape, and he's out of bounds. Actually stays in bounds, but tackled at about the 5-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 after the carry there by the man, Kalen Triplett, who has had quite a night for the Falcons, especially with that big kickoff
no
return.
doubt. And really well done there.
He's been the workhorse for sure.
Sure has. He's been their best player offensively to me.
Clock, guys? Why they
I don't know. It's almost like
down marker?
Did somebody move out of bounds? I'm not sure. But Javarsky Lanier, by the way, really well done open field tackle. But it almost
looks like Whitehat's about to talk.
Is there a penalty?
There very well may be.
Flag.
I didn't see a penalty either. By the way, the play almost blown up, by the way, by Kemarcus Silvers, who nearly tackled the man in the
got his hand on him.
Some sort of penalty against Florence, guys.
Oh, wow.
So that takes it back to the 2.5.
About a 3/4 of a yard penalty. Well,
yeah, but
it's about a yard penalty.
But I missed the call, so I don't know. It's 2nd down again. Okay.
So that play never happened?
That's what it looks like.
Was it a false start and they just...
I see 2nd down on the down marker.
There's a lot of confusion going on out here right now.
On the game clock. So we'll try to see what the down is.
Start on down on the field now, Brad. So they did fix it on the field.
Okay, so the play did stand. But that's a weird penalty.
Didn't he pick up 3 yards?
Yeah, he picked up more than 3.
Yeah, but they took it back a couple of yards because of the penalty, half the distance.
Odd. Yeah, but why would the play count?
Cade Davis hands it off in the end zone. Breaking tackles to about the 5-6, still on his feet.
We got him. Okay.
And tackled at about the 7-yard line. A valiant effort there by the Falcons' Kalen Triplett, but it'll be 4th down and about 5 from the 8-yard line.
Brent, was that Katori Hayward that almost looked like he made the tackle by backing into him right there? That's a great effort by that young man.
So the punting unit will come on.
The interesting thing, look, and how many times have we done this over the years, guys, and said, I would pick a guy off the other team to play for us.
Right.
And that's the kid.
The guy
that's
there,
the guy.
for sure.
Wouldn't mind that kicker either.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I'll take the kicker.
I love our kicker.
I was going to say, that's
not fair.
I got to say, I love our running backs,
yes,
too.
I love Hudson Hall.
But you figure, okay, he could probably
find a space for him, right?
Right.
Yes, right.
Boy.
See, but we could do, one of them could do kickoffs, one of them could do extra points, field goals.
No, if these guys were getting paid by the whistle, we'd be having to take out
There is a flag on the play back here. Is it a delay?
You're exactly right.
Or is it an illegal substitution?
Well, if it's on us, it's a first
Hillcrest
down.
have enough players on the field. Count.
Well, we're allowed to have less. We just can't have more. Or we're allowed to have fewer than 11.
I think we have 10, but.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
No
10.
flag.
We got 11.
Good,
We got 11.
we'll take it.
We got 11.
Okay.
Go pick your flag up here, Mr. Back Judge.
Mr. Back Judge guy.
You know him?
Mr. Pack Judge guy.
Is he related to McFlugel?
McFlugel.
McDougal. Flugel McDougal.
Man, we say some random stupid stuff on this podcast. I'm serious.
The snap. The kick is away.
Pretty good punt.
A wobbly kick fielded at the 39.
Get outside.
Caden's looking for some room. He's at the 30. He cuts it upfield. 25. Spins down to the 20-yard line. So the Patriots get it back right where they left it off before the bad snap.
And we get a first down instead of 3rd and long.
True.
Yes, and let's go back. So it's 3rd and 9 from the 20. Nah, just kidding.
Doesn't start out that way, no.
Man, I know, thank goodness.
5:52 remaining in the third quarter.
Heat timeout.
Hillcrest up 19-13. We will take a break. We're back after this. This is the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Sam, what initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union.
Sam, what initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus. Being young, first time opening a bank account, and looking for some relationship. And so that's where I started. And then over the years, I have gotten married, had a family, and so it's just been with me every step of the way and in relationship with me.
We are back. 5:52 remaining in the third quarter. The Patriots up 19-13. And after the punt, the 21 right there. We need to take that lower third graphic off of there if we can.
Brent, who was our week 1 opponent last year, Brent or Brad? Why is this slipping my mind? Was that in South Haven?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, the 112
the reason why,
degree
I was going to say, the
game.
reason why you've forgotten is because you had trauma. Yeah.
How about 2 years ago? Was that still Homewood? Or did we rotate off of them? Oh, that was Florida. That was Armwood.
No, we played them second game. I'm almost positive it was the second game of the year. We played.
Was it Pike Road then?
No, Pike Road was the first game 2 years ago.
And then we switched it to the second game.
switched it to the second game the year after. That's correct.
Yeah, that game was hot.
Yes.
Well, the Pike Road game, remember they stuck us on the sideline?
Yeah, man, they were like, no, sorry, we don't have room on top of the press box.
And half of it's open.
I'm still bitter. I'm
still bitter, too.
Yep.
We were like trying to squeeze our tent on that little tiny porch.
Here's the snap. Jacoby Harris will take this one around left end. He's got it at the 11, the 10, the 5, and out of bounds. Stephen Fikes All-State first down on the 16-yard pickup by Jacoby Harris.
He's 14, guys, playing 7A football, and
good.
May lead the team in carries.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
5:39 and counting. Patriots, Centel Home Design Red Zone, first and goal from the 5-yard line. Bryson under center. Takes the snap, hands it off on the belly G to Christian Ritchie, who fights his way down almost across the goal line, right just short of it, about a half yard. He'll be marked down there, and it will be second down and goal for the Pats.
Really good effort there by Christian.
They mark it back to the 1-yard line. Just a hair back. Hillcrest up to the ball quickly. Bryson under center. Bryson will take it on the quarterback sneak, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots, as they extend the lead 25-13 now with 4:52 remaining in the third quarter.
I love when we run that play and our offensive linemen get up and they're on the bottom of the pile. That tells you a lot. That tells you a lot. That's what I'm talking about, fellas.
All right, and here we are with the Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt. The Patriots in the formation again for the two-point conversion. Let's see if we can make it 3 for 3 on the night with the two-point conversions. Jordan Chambers-Smith back to pass, throwing the fade pattern to the left end of the end zone. It's incomplete, but it sure looks like interference to me, as that was, who was the intended receiver there?
91?
91's what I saw, Brad.
91.
It's Jaden McKinney.
Because, see, 80, it's definitely, it's 91.
I think Jaden was on the left side, basically tackle eligible, because he's lifted as an O-lineman. He's listed as an O-lineman.
Well, I thought that was
a nice pass by Jordan Chambers-Smith.
Man.
He's showing he can do it all. He's kicking. He's a receiver. He's playing quarterback.
I don't know. Can we get
on two
I don't know if we throwing fade patterns to the offensive tackle, but it was a nice ball.
Can we give him points for the incompletion?
No doubt.
But he does have completions. Golly. It's not like that was his only pass attempt.
You're right.
So, well done there by the old JCS.
That's what I got him written down as.
Hillcrest tennis kickoff coming your way.
At the Armstrong house, I will say, Jordan Chambers-Smith, Jordan Chambers-Smith, Jordan Chambers-Smith, and then Griff will say, Dad, you can't say his whole name the whole time.
What are you supposed to say, JCS?
I think I'm going to have to come up with something, but it's like, I get it. It's a lot to say.
I genuinely say Jordan Chambers-Smith. Right.
Jordan Chambers-Smith. But I think.
I don't have a problem with it.
I know it, but it does feel like a mouthful to say it a lot. Right. You say it one time, but you say it like 6 times.
Hudson Hall on for the Hillcrest tennis kickoff. Notice the graphic has changed for Hillcrest tennis. Looks much better now.
It looks so good.
Thank you, David. David did it while we're on the air. This one fielded at the 8, up to the 20, and brought down at the 21-yard line. Great job there. Tracking him down is Jamarian Bennett as the return man on this kickoff. Kalen Triplett doesn't have quite as much success as he did the last time.
Guys, I need to point out, Hudson is hitting almost a curveball. He's driving it. It's almost like, if you ever play golf, it's like a draw. The ball is working its way to the left. So it's almost like the spinning
It's
draw.
not a hook.
Yeah, it's a
other way.
Right. Well, you know, it's hooking like you're talking. It's a hook.
Like a baby hook.
A hook. Yeah,
but
it's hooking.
So
but
it's
fading.
It's kind of difficult to play. Like if you're the receiver, you know it's spinning on you, or it's at least curving on you.
Right. Cade Davis takes the snap. Quick pass to the right side, dropped by his intended receiver, Cavante Green. 2nd down and 10 from the 22.
Pretty good timing again.
He's got to hold on to those, right?
That's right, I agree.
4:42 remaining. Hillcrest put the lead back to a little bit more comfort there. Up 25-13 now. My pick before the game was 35-14, guys.
I had 34-24.
I had 31-14. God, that's got to be
holding. Yes, for sure. Here's a deep pass down.
Good coverage. Good coverage. Let's go.
Let's see the replay on that one. Great defense there by the Pats, number 23, Jay Leatherwood.
Nice, Jay. Perfect timing.
And great closing speed.
I know. The ball was slightly underthrown, which allowed him to catch him, but well done.
I agree with you, though. On the left side of the offensive line, there was definitely a hold going on the Patriots. Number 90, Tavion Johnson, as he was putting pressure on Cade Davis.
That's a name we haven't called a ton tonight.
Tavion, you're
right.
Yeah,
he had a very, very good junior year,
He
Brent.
sure did.
Oh, he'll be back.
Really
Don't
no
worry.
doubt.
You remember how it was last year, though, with the D-line? It was like, who was the D-lineman du jour?
Absolutely.
Yes, that's true.
Cade Davis, back to pass, being pressured by Kendall Moorhan, a little slip screen.
Man.
And it is dropped. That's 2 drops.
And that was set
in
up
a row.
really, really well.
2 drops in a row by Cavante Green. Boy, he's not going to like film day tomorrow.
I'm telling you, that was done very well by the offensive line from Florence. I don't know that he scores or anything like that, but you had about 4 offensive linemen and a receiver versus about 3 DBs.
Yeah, Brent, Brad, I think he at least picks up a first down, though. You know,
totally
I could have said, I'm with you. I don't know if he makes it all the way to pay dirt, but he might be somewhere around the 50.
Yep. I agree with that, P.
Not that.
Tough break. The kid's, but he's been there. He's had some drops. He's been in the right spot, but he's, you know, yeah, I agree. He probably needs to make a catch to make himself look better. Yep.
Play clock's at 0. I don't. Okay. Did they call it?
Yeah, they called it.
Okay. That. Yeah. No.
This feels a little bit like I don't know. Hillcrest offensively, we really don't have a whole lot of – we don't have a whole lot.
Like a Jamie Mitchell drive coming up.
Yes.
I don't want to say to completely cement it away, but really, really make it difficult. Brad, you got the call?
I do.
Okay.
Here's the
Okay,
ball.
Brett's got it. Yep, my bad.
Received at the 48-yard line by Caden Smith. Caden breaks free, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he is unable to tightrope all the way down the sideline for the touchdown, but he's close.
Did you, by the way, there was the oddest play I've ever seen. There was a kid from Florence who turned to block a Hillcrest
Yeah, but
kid.
I'm telling you, that kid had his head on a swivel.
Yeah.
And that crackback block 2 quarters ago, that kid was thinking about his teammate getting completely decleated.
Did you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, he's
the
just
ball carrier was behind him.
That's right.
And he chose to take on a blocker away from the ball instead of taking on the ball carrier. It's just odd. Whatever the case is, great play by Caden Smith, really showing his athletic ability, by the way, guys. He's been a super athlete tonight. He's made several good plays. Good catch, his punt return. I think last year, who was the guy who wore number 3 for us? T.J. Banks.
Oh, it was T.J. Banks.
Yep.
You're right. And now
so
he's over in Oxford.
That's right. He's an Ole Miss Rebel now.
All right. Bryson in shotgun. 1st and goal from the 10. Bryson gives it to Caden around left end. Caden pounds his way forward, dives for the end zone, stretches the ball forward. He's just a little bit short.
Dang.
Let's watch on the replay and see if he gets it across. He reaches out for the end zone. I think his knee was down before he reached the ball out.
Well, he did a good job taking on that defender. And the tackler made a good play.
Yeah, he did.
So it looked like 31 for Florence, that backer over there. I thought did a good job tackling Walt Barrett. Maybe it wasn't 31, maybe it was. Anyway, that's who I thought it was.
Caden is in there, or is that, no, that's Christian Ritchie, isn't it?
Hey!
There we go, Ritchie. Crosses the goal line, touchdown, Patriots. 3:28 remaining in the third. They extend the lead to 31-13.
I called 31-14. Now, obviously, we got a long way to go.
35-14.
Well, we got a long way to go. But
true.
We have 15:28 to go in clock time.
David's about to log in real quick because we're having trouble with the score strip at the bottom.
He's just logged in.
Well,
and the score is 31-13.
Yeah, the score isn't up there right now because we're having issues with it, but he's logging in to try to fix it. Here's the Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt from Hudson Hall. First time we've seen one of these tonight. Jordan Chambers, the holder.
Yes.
Kick us up is good. Hey, there's another thing Jordan Chambers is doing. Jordan Chambers Smith. He's the holder as well.
Jordan Chambers Smith.
Who was his version last year? I mean, the first one that comes to mind is Jamison?
It was
caught punts, he held, he played wide receiver.
It was Barkley. Barkley was the holder, wasn't
No,
it?
Jamison held, yeah.
But
Jamison
had, remember, I think at some point I had a conversation with Jamison's father.
Right.
And the conversation was something along the lines of, he's scored in more ways than any other kid on Hillcrest.
I believe it.
You know, he's got a 2-point conversion. He threw for a two-point conversion. He
well, Jordan Chambers has done that tonight.
Punt return.
And he caught a pass. He's got 3 touchdowns. Well, no.
Well, 2-point conversions.
One touchdown and two 2-point conversions. Right.
But certainly scored several different ways.
Yeah.
And is the holder. So obviously his athletic ability is there.
And the punter.
Well, the word is he's a pretty good baseball player too.
Yeah.
Now, he doesn't currently play. He doesn't play baseball for us.
But he did play as a 10th grader.
Right. And the word was he's a pretty good player. So
Hillcrest tennis kickoff coming your way from Hudson Hall. Here's at the 10-yard line. Up to the 20, going backwards and tackled at the 15-yard line.
Brett, you mentioned that little draw to the left he has.
Yeah.
He's had good variety.
I was just about to say.
A couple deep, a couple short, keeping them off balance as we do have a Hillcrest Patriot go down.
Uh-oh.
It looks like DeMarcus Ryle, number 82, DeMarcus Ryle. So we certainly hope he's okay as our athletic trainer Rebecca Jones and her staff out there to attend to them.
Okay, we have an RSV Design scoreboard update.
Quick scoreboard
of
update.
note. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, from Northport, the score was 28-7. County High led Central 28-7, but that score is now 28-21 as the Falcons of Central
fighting back,
are trying to get their wings going against the Cats.
103 left in the third quarter.
Lots of time.
Yep.
I'm not trying to say who I'm for.
Oh, I'll say it.
I'm just saying.
I
wouldn't be
think it
completely
goes without
disappointed.
saying. I think it goes without saying. You got anything else for us while we're here?
We will be watching the score.
Stop in action?
Sure. Hang on. Let me refresh just to make sure. Okay, Baker leads. This is all 7A action, by the way. The Baker Hornets lead Theodore 33-15. Auburn leads North Miami Beach 49-0. Wow. James Clemens over Gardendale 17-10. Enterprise leads Andalusia 35-7. Opelika over Benjamin Russell 21-14. Foley leads the Baldwin County Tigers, defeating Jennifer Drawhorns 39-19. Oak Mountain leads Briarwood Christian 31-20. Let's see.
Mount Brook is already final, 28-0 over Demopolis right now. Spain Park over next week's opponent, the Sparkman, up 38-7 with 8:06 left in the game. Clay Chalkville up on Hueytown 28-7. Hartselle leads Austin 21-14.
Hartselle, you said Hartselle leads Austin?
That's correct, late third.
Let me see what else I got here.
Wow. You know what? And number 1 4A, Jackson, hanging with Saraland, only trailing 28-20 late in the third.
Wow. I also have, well, I'm just kidding. I had something and it's gone.
All right, well, we're back to action as they help DeMarcus Ryle off the field. Let's hope that the injury isn't too bad for DeMarcus and he's back up and moving around again really, really soon. Had to be helped off the field. Cade Davis, the quarterback in shotgun, takes the snap, play action, rolls to his right.
I mean,
incomplete
he's not
to the
getting any
right
help.
side.
Wow, he's getting no help.
It'll be 3rd down and 10.
You hate you hate to say it because I don't think Cade Davis is. I don't think he's playing that poorly of a game, but he's getting zero help with the catch department.
Right.
Now, I don't want to say he put that ball right on the money because I'm not.
But
over
it was
there.
a catchable ball.
It was certainly hit him in the hands. I mean, what do you do?
I agree, and he's had several, even especially, I can think of 3 right now just in the third quarter alone.
And you got to, honestly, I mean, let's be honest. You got to hate that for the kids. It's not like the kids are trying to trap the ball.
No, I mean,
you know what I mean?
know, no doubt who we're rooting for, but. And there's another one. I mean, he heard footsteps.
Yeah, you got to catch that.
At 13, he's a big boy, too. I mean, that was probably good for, at least 5, possibly 8 yards.
Clay Chalkville starting to pull away from Hueytown, by the way, 28-7.
With that incompletion, it's 3rd down and 10 from the 15.5-yard line for the Falcons.
Little trouble with the scoreboard, 32-13 Pats, 3:12 left in this third quarter.
Carver of Montgomery leads Vestavia 34-12.
Snap from Cade Davis being pressured. He gets a completion this time. And it's enough for the 1st down to the 30. And look,
he's gone.
He has gone down the sideline.
Yeah, he's gone, yeah.
And this is going to be a touchdown. And guess who that is carrying the ball? You didn't have to think long about it. It's Kalen Triplett with a long touchdown of 85 yards.
Why even give the ball to anybody else?
Right.
I mean, if you're Florence, give the man the ball.
We're fortunate they're not hanging on to the ball right now.
You're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the thing is, if you've got, it's almost like what? What's the guy's name?
Kalen Triplett.
No, the guy's name that played for Alabama in the 90s.
Deuce?
Yeah, Deuce.
David Palmer?
David Palmer, thank you. I mean,
one of my all-time favorites.
Just give him the ball. Just give him the ball.
The deuce is loose.
Yes. Hated that guy.
Loved him.
But
here's the extra point attempt. Thank you, Dr. Brandy Patterson, for sponsoring, but we don't like it when you sponsor and the other team makes it.
Yeah. I wish she would have had some sort of thing where she'd go out there and block it.
Yeah. All right, so 32-20. It's back to a 2-score game, 2:55 remaining in the third. Still plenty of time remaining in this football game. And I tell you, the Achilles heel for Hillcrest tonight has been the big plays.
I was just about to say that.
86-yard kickoff return, 85-yard screen pass reception for a touchdown. Yeah.
doesn't this game feel, it's a little bit of an odd feel to me.
Most definitely.
Like, because I feel like I don't want to say dominated, but we've certainly won the line of scrimmage.
Except for the big plays. We've dominated.
But the kick return for a touchdown before the first half ended was a huge play. The block punt that eventually only led to 3 points. And then the screen pass to their world beater out there.
3rd and 10 with them deep in their own field position,
I mean,
guys.
Kalen Triplett he's good. Kid's player.
Only a junior as well.
Yeah. We'll get to see him again next year.
Do we play them again next year?
We go up to their place.
Okay.
You know, when we make these things,
right.
We'll play your place this year, next place, or we'll play at our place next year, that kind of thing.
Right. Hillcrest tennis kickoff.
Yeah.
Toe to leather. Here we go, and that's a deep one. That one's going to be in the end zone. We'll catch it back there. The Pats will start on their own 20-yard line. Hey, the scoreboard's back.
Hey.
Push that again.
Yes.
Hey, scoreboard is back. Good job. See, that's the great thing about having David watch these games and being able to take over the computer. When bad things happen, he can fix them.
All right. What does David do?
Listen, with the amount of time and money that he's invested into this broadcast, he's going to watch. I can promise you.
Well, we're appreciative. Now, I would like to see about a 14-minute and 55-second drive. That's what I'd like to see.
Okay. All right, here we go. I think we're going to go back to the run, and we're going to try to kill some clock here. What do you think?
I think we're going to try to score. False start.
Was it a false start, or did he jump off sides on the right side?
I'm going to go with Jaden Ivey. It's going to be the false start victim. Yep.
I think that the blitz coming from the outside caused him to jump out of his stance a little bit too soon, so it was a false start.
Yep.
So back him up 5 yards to the 15, and it's 1st and 15 from the 15.
Lots of 15s.
Yes, indeed. Let's pick up 15 yards right here. Caden Smith would be a good call right here. Get the ball in his hands. He's hot. Bryson Kimbrough hands it off to Jacoby Harris on the sweep around left end, but he's got nowhere to go. He loses a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 16.
Well, diagnosed pretty well by the linebackers from Florence. I'm telling you guys, to me, the Florence linebackers have been pretty solid. They're not overly big. They don't seem to be super fast, but they seem to be in the right spot.
Central just scored, and they're an extra point away from tying County right now. RSV score
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's amazing.
All right, 2nd down and 16 now for the Pats. Clock ticking, 2:10 remaining in the 3rd. Patriots up 32-20. And here's another whistle. The offensive line getting a little bit jumpy from the pressure. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Yep.
They called offsides, though. They were lined up in the neutral zone, maybe?
I guess so.
Whatever it is, it's a penalty. And back it up 5 more yards. So Hillcrest offense going the wrong way here after the big touchdown by Florence. And Florence definitely with Mo on their side right now.
No doubt. I agree.
2nd down and 20. We'll call it, 20 and a half. All the way back to the 10-yard line. Just short of the 10, actually, for the new line of scrimmage. Bryson Kimbrough calling the signals. Takes the snap. Swings it out here to the left side. Nice pickup.
Go. Get up the field.
Good move down to the 22-yard line.
Pretty well done there by
Who was that on that catch? Was that Jacoby
Harris?
Yep. Jacoby Harris on the catch, yeah. Good pickup all the way down to the 23-yard line. That makes it 3rd down and 8. Doable.
Much more doable than it was with 2nd and whatever it was.
2nd and 20,
yeah.
21.
So nice pickup there on the 2nd down play.
Stop if clock here. 1:55 to go in the third. And what have we got? See a big discussion there.
This is
with
there's been quite a few of those this game between the striped shirts out there
with Jim McDougal,
Frugal McDougal,
Frugal,
and
no signal.
They were just discussing dinner plans.
I think they were just trying to get the clock right, maybe. Well, I think the discussion may have been, did he go out of bounds or not? That's just my guess.
Okay. Either way, it's 3rd down and 8 for the Pats. From the 22, their own 22. Bryson Kimbrough calling the signals. 2 wide receivers to the short side of the field, 1 here to the wide side with single coverage. Bryson back to pass, throws this one across the middle and incomplete. Jordan Chambers-Smith was there at the 32-yard line. The pass was a little bit low, though, and he was unable to reel it in.
By the way, the score is currently tied, 28 apiece.
Central
County.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I'm guessing.
Oh.
So Jordan Chambers-Smith comes back in to kick it away for the Pats. He will kick this time from his 10-yard line. The Falcons' deep man is at the 45. Set to return is Jayshad Pearson. I don't know why they let anybody else touch the ball other than number 4.
Oh, keep going. Let it go. Let it go. 31.
Down to the 35.
Don't you touch it. Don't you touch it.
To the 33-yard line. Wow, that's a great punt by Jordan Chambers-Smith.
Well done. Very well done. Great job, Jordan Chambers-Smith.
Jordan Chambers-Smith.
Jordan Chambers-Smith. Jordan Chambers-Smith.
You just call him Jordan, right?
You know what? You know what he needs to do for a living? He needs to be a real estate agent.
Huh.
Serious.
Why?
I'm just thinking, because come buy your house from Jordan Chambers-Smith. Jordan Chambers-Smith
You think it kind of flows with
I'm just saying it sounds like a realtor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good realtor name.
Well, he definitely helps us out with a lot of real estate on the field, right?
Good transition, Brent. That's a professional transition.
Look at you, Segway guy.
Kay Davis with a slant pattern, incomplete at the 45-yard line. Intended there to number 2, Jamarian Reeder, just out of his reach. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Kid's close, man. I'm just saying. Florence is close. I mean, they had, and if he catches that ball, is he still running? I mean, maybe not because he's probably already scored. But all I'm saying is they're close. Their receivers are not helping them. They're certainly helping us. I will say that ball was a bit high.
Yeah.
But it still was catchable.
True. Davis swings this one out to the right side.
Flag is down.
That's going to be on them.
And that's going to be a loss back to the 18-yard line after the completion there to the running back that I think they should get it in his hands every single time, Kalen Triplett.
And surely this obviously is against Florence.
Right. After the loss of 4 or 5, you're right, they should decline that and take the play.
See.
Is there more discussion?
Illegal shift.
Oh, okay. And it's declined.
Good. Guys, Appalachian leads Holly Pond. The Broncos trail 28-18.
I was really wondering about that one.
I'm just telling you.
Thanks for clearing it up for me.
I wanted to give you the heads up on that one.
Thanks.
Little battle of Blount County.
3rd down and 13. Pressure on. Smith throws it off the back of his back foot, but it's complete at the 44-yard line on the jump ball pass. He just threw it up for grabs and got lucky that Cavante Green was the one there to jump up and get it. But it's a huge play, another big play given up by the Patriot defense on 3rd and 13. It makes it 1st and 10 in Hillcrest territory down to the 43-yard line.
Well, he clearly, the timing of his catch was good that time.
Great job.
So good for him.
He just slung it up. It was a prayer. It was an absolute prayer. Cade Davis back to pass. This one is complete to the right side.
Oh.
Down at the 40, the 36-yard line after the completion. That's a pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Good tackle by Javarsky Lanier, but well done again by Florence's offense. Their timing is good, Brent. The kid, Kay Davis, it's got good timing on his routes. If Florence catches the ball, they end up making pretty good progress.
True.
Florence does not need to snap the ball again this quarter if they choose not to.
But they are going to. This will be the last play of the third quarter, rather, most likely. Here's a handoff over left tackle, weaving his way through close to the first down, but maybe about a yard short after a pickup of 4 goes the running back, Kalen Triplett, once again. Third down and 1, as that's the end of the third quarter. With this break, we will take a break as well. Your score 32-20 in favor of Hillcrest. Oh, wait, okay, we're going to stay here. Are we doing the jump around? What's going on? I don't see it happening.
Supposed to.
Okay, I don't see it happening. So we'll take a break. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Sam, what initially drew you to become a member?
Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house design Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at BamaStuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
So when I finally got into college, I remember that a lot of the finances were now not on my parents but on me. I remember telling my teller this, and she had such amazing advice to set up 2 savings accounts. One could be used solely to build up, and then the other could be used for emergencies, and I still have both of those accounts to this day. The Alabama Credit Union employees really have your back and are willing to do everything in order to give you great service.
Back and
Ignite is a
sorry, we went away as the end of the third quarter jump around festivities were to begin. They were a little bit off kilter though tonight.
A little muted tonight.
The band started late. The band was playing and not the song Jump Around. But then after the lights came back up, the song Jump Around went on. It's early season jitters, right?
For all of us.
Early season rhythm. We gotta step it up a little bit. 3rd and short. Come on, boys.
See if the defense can stand up here. Shotgun formation, and he's stopped, but it looks like
We've got the ball. Run!
I think they blew the whistle. Clock's still running. Yeah, they blew the whistle. They took the ball. Can we get a replay on that?
Man, he was in the. I will say
they were a little bit late getting there now.
In defense of the officials, he was stopped.
Yeah,
he yanked the ball from. I do think forward progress was stopped there.
Okay, and also he got enough for the first down, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's probably the right call.
And even if he didn't, they're going to go for it on 4th down for sure.
But Josh Whitehead
marked it yet.
Josh Whitehead did pull the ball from the ball carrier, but albeit probably after the forward progress was stopped.
They're going to measure.
Wow.
They're going to measure.
Holy cow. He's got that. That looks like a first down to me.
It's gonna be about
it does look like a first down, but even so, guys, if he doesn't, they're going for it on 4th.
Yeah, but if we stop him, I like our chances to stop him.
True.
Put it on the other side of the line. I think you got the clip on it.
Let's see, it's stretched, and look, it's short, guys.
Is it really?
It is short, yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Wow. Okay.
Huge play.
Just an inch or so.
Now, okay, if you're Florence, you've struggled to run the ball right at Hillcrest. Right. Do you even bother with running that right at Hillcrest?
I mean, I give it to Kalen Triplett.
Around that,
just let him and say, hey, young man, go get us a first down.
He's been the Pats killer tonight.
He sure has.
Why would you do anything else? Well,
I don't know.
They're doing the Wildcat formation.
Timeout for us.
A third quarterback in the game.
We've got how many? Look at the number of guys we've got out there. 1,
It's number 7, Carter
4, 5,
Graves.
6, 7, 8, 9.
This
10,
is the
11,
third
12.
quarter.
We have 12 guys on the
third
field.
quarterback.
13. I think there might have been another DB over here.
Man.
That's when we call timeout?
Yep,
So
too many men.
a
Yep.
third quarterback in the game, though, guys, Carter Graves in the Wildcat formation. He tried to pick it up on the Wildcat that last time, didn't make it on 3rd and 1.
Right.
And that's what they were lined up to do again on 4th and 1.
Well, we may be fortunate then, Brent, that we did have to call a timeout. Maybe that was a little trickery up their sleeve.
But it doesn't make sense to me to run the Wildcat with the quarterback receiving the snap 5 or 6 yards back behind the line of
Right,
scrimmage.
unless it was some sort of
when you got an inch to go.
No doubt. 5 minutes left in Central County game, and Central just took possession of the ball.
Be a nice one to follow. Tidwell paint and body timeout going on here for the Pats. They lead 32-20, 11:39 remaining in this football game. I tell you, you know, we talked about one of the keys to the game for Florence was to keep it close, and Hillcrest has stretched the lead out to a comfortable margin several times tonight, but Florence is hanging in there like we told them to if they wanted to potentially win. Here we are in the Wildcat again. Here's the snap. It's a bad snap. And Hillcrest will recover it at the 45-yard line. So the bad snap. That's exactly what I was saying, Coach P.
Yes.
Why do you snap the ball 5 or 6 yards back when you have an inch to go? That kind of thing happens.
Also, that measurement that nobody in this booth agreed with, and that paid dividends.
The measurement was the battle in the middle of the line of scrimmage, and Florence was going to have to win that battle on 4th and inches, and they weren't able to do it. But you got to imagine, if you're the center, your number one job is to snap. But 1A versus 1B is, I got to win this battle.
No, and Brent's right, though. When you have a guy 7, 8 yards deep, you're causing more things to possibly go wrong. One of those many things did go wrong, and we were on the receiving end of that break.
All right, so the Pats get a break there. 43-yard line, the line of scrimmage, their own 43. Bryson under center. Here's the toss sweep to Christian Harris.
That's Caden that time.
Oh, that was Caden in the backfield. Okay, Caden Smith. Caden Smith picks up 2, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. I think now is the time, guys, just to try to run it down their throats and run the clock out.
See if we can have a good 10-play drive. If we get points, great. If not, like you said, Brent, take time off that clock. We are still up 2 scores.
11 minutes now and counting remaining in this one. 2nd and 8 for the Pats. Bryson gets under center, I formation. Christian Ritchie at fullback. Caden Smith is the tailback, but
good play by Florence there.
Christian Ritchie gets the handoff, not far. As a matter of fact, no gain. 3rd down and 8 from the 45.
Amadric Tinsley, the defensive lineman, number 9 for Florence, made a really, really good play on that belly G. Something to think about, guys.
Is the play clock working? Because I've not seen it. This is a couple plays I've seen it not wound.
Well,
it should be going by now.
Earlier in the week, there was a text message we talked about whether or not the play clock worked.
But it was working early in the evening, but I don't know if I've seen it working in this half.
All right, Bryson in shotgun, 3rd and 8, 2 wides to the right, 2 to the left. Caden Smith in the backfield goes in motion. Bryson bobbles the snap, is able to pick it up, fakes it under pressure, releases this one. It's incomplete at the 45-yard line. Oh, let's get a replay on that.
That saved 10 yards. That saved, 15 yards.
He got lucky, though, that one wasn't picked.
100%.
But, Brian, you were up here yelling, eat it, and you were exactly right. That's what he should have done. Jordan Chambers-Smith. Chambers-Smith on to punt, 9:47 remaining. So the Pats not able to eat up a whole lot of clock on that drive, a couple of minutes. And they'll punt it away from the 45. Back deep for Florence is number 2, Jamarian Reeder. He stands at his 26-yard line. Chambers-Smith gets the punt away. It's a nice one. Fair catch called for at the 16-yard line. I tell you, You could have almost had catch interference on that one.
I thought that too. It's funny you said that. I thought that was a really not a very smart play there by Henry Robinson Jr.
In his defense, I did think it was a little bit of a late fair catch call, though.
Hey, Brian, if you'll hit clear flags, that'll make those white numbers come back.
Thank you.
Now, the flow of this has been, to me, a really oddly flowed. I don't know.
It has been kind of.
There's been a weird flow to the game.
Kind of herky-jerky.
That's disjointed,
Yeah.
Hillcrest looked really good, looked really dominant. Florence makes a blown-up play to save it. And then they do it again, and they do it again. And you think, dang, at some point you start thinking Florence is just hanging in there. You know,
they are.
They're making the necessary plays.
They're definitely hanging in there. Cade Davis hands it off to that man, the Pats killer. 12-yard pickup there for Kalen Triplett. It'll be a first down. And, you know, you look at his name, it's spelled capital K apostrophe L-O-N. And you would probably think Kalon, right? But my new buddy, who is the play-by-play announcer for radio for Florence, sent the message to me in advance saying it's pronounced Kalon.
Oh, great.
Well, thank you, new friend.
Great. Oh, way to go. You guys going to dinner soon?
Maybe so. Cade Davis hands it off to Triplett again. Triplett has nowhere to go. This time, though, as he will lose about a yard back to the 30, it'll be 2nd down and 11. Actually, they mark him as losing 2, 2nd and 12.
Good play.
.845 and counting, 32-20 Pats, 2nd and 12 from the 30-yard line of Florence. The snap on the sideline. Is it picked off? Is it picked off?
Yes,
it is. Hillcrest picks this one off. Let's see, who was that got that?
Flag celebration.
That was Jamarian Bennett. What a beautiful catch on the sidelines. Can we see that one again? You know how to go back to the... Okay, but you can go back to the replay again, but never mind. Can you see that replay again, that last replay? Can we see that one more time? As the officials discuss what the flag is here, I want you to watch him tiptoe and keep his feet in bounds on this interception.
Let's see.
Oh, it kind of froze on us.
Okay.
Here we go.
He's in. He's in.
Yeah.
Who was that, guys? I missed it.
Play it again. Let it play again. Let's see if
play.
it'll work and run smoothly this time. Okay. No, it's
right
got a
there,
freeze on it. Okay, never mind. All right, did we see what
Jamarian Bennett's got
penalty was, though?
But he's got it.
Yeah, he got it.
Can't slow it down, can we? That wouldn't be awesome if you could slow it down?
No, we can't. Try it one more time. It freezes right there, unfortunately, but let's see if we can catch it. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it,
sure. Yes, sir.
And the official was standing right there.
Yep.
He saw it. But let's look at the white cap now and see what this call is going to be on the penalty. It's false start.
No, it's a delay. That's just an illegal procedure. That was not a false start. And then dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Hillcrest after the interception.
So that one will
because
stand.
Because of the celebration after the interception.
So it'll be 15 yards from there, and it'll be first down. Pats.
Okay. Once again, I'm not trying to question the officials that much, but I didn't think that was excessive. Did anybody see taunting out there? I mean, I saw.
Did somebody take their helmet off?
Maybe they did. Maybe that's what it was.
I thought I saw somebody take their helmet off.
You may be right, Brent. I may have just missed that. Okay.
I was looking at the Florence coaching staff go berserko over there.
Either way, it's Patriot football. After the 15-yard penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. 8:27 remaining here in the ballgame. Hillcrest up a couple of scores, 32-20, with the ball, needing to run some clock and close this one out. What?
Nothing.
Captain Obvious? Is that what you're saying?
No, we'll talk about it later.
Possibly. Or we never mention it.
That's right. All right. Let's go, Pats.
Bryson under center. The snap, the handoff over left guard. Tackle made at about the 20-yard line. That's Christian Ritchie on the carry, a couple of yards, and 2nd down and 8.
Funny thing is, guys, offensive line play has not been terrible, but they're losing some battles lately that have given up opportunities to score big plays. Have you guys noticed that?
Absolutely.
Hey, what's
like
the timeout count, guys?
I think we have 2 men on the field.
That's right.
Okay.
And it looks like on Florence has all 3.
And they have all 3?
Yep.
Okay. All right, here's a sweep.
Good block. Good
Caden
block.
Smith
Inbounds.
around left end. He moves it down to the 26-yard line. Nice pickup of about 5. And it'll be a couple of yards short of the first down. We'll call it 3rd down and 2. He's out of bounds, though, and the clock stops
well, but
at 7:42.
I feel like the clock will wind once they mark it. Maybe not. Nope. I guess not. I'm trying to think. Obviously, I don't know my clock rules very well in high school ball. In college, it definitely rolls.
Bryson under center. The belly G.
Yeah.
And enough for the first down. A pickup of about 3. By the Pats, Christian Ritchie. Stephen Fikes All-State first down. New line of scrimmage, the 31-yard line. New time update, 7:30 and counting. Can you name that tune?
Yeah, it's called like. I mean, I know like Tennessee bands play. Tennessee band plays that. I'm trying to think.
It's like
20, 25 to what is it?
Oh, Chicago. It's
Yeah,
Chicago. That's who it is. Yep. Yep.
25 or 6 to 4.
That's the name of the song?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's a handoff. Christian Ritchie breaks through.
Go ahead, Christian!
And he's at the 50, the 45, into Falcon territory, down to the 37-yard line.
That's going to be on us.
Oh, my goodness, and a flag way on the far side of the field, back at the 32. Shame because of the great run by Christian Ritchie.
By Christian. An illegal procedure formation. What's the illegal formation? Can we see the replay, Brent? Hey, can we see that replay, Michael?
Yeah, we can.
Really?
Yeah.
Rats. I wanted to see the formation. I mean, what was illegal about it? Dadgummit.
Well, the clock continues to roll. 6:40. Now it's 1st and 15. Unfortunately for Christian Ritchie, the big long gainer into Falcon territory was called back on the penalty for an illegal formation. Here's the pitch out, crossing the 25 down to the 28-yard line in a sea of bodies is Christian Ritchie once again. Going to be 2nd down and about 12. What are you guys laughing at?
2nd 12. We're just looking at some scoreboard updates potentially. That's all.
Okay.
We'll keep you posted. Don't worry.
Thank you.
All right. By the way, guys, it's 9:53. This game has taken forever.
When I read that the Demopolis Mountain Brook ended an hour ago.
Why is this game taking so long?
The flags.
Yeah, that's true.
Bryson under center. Back to pass. Scanning the field. Lots of time to throw. He decides to keep it, though. Moves it forward to about the 33-yard line. Pick up a 4. And it'll be 3rd down and about 7.
Okay.
Good news, though. The clock continues to roll. Down to 5:23. Okay, you got to hear this text that I just got from my wife, Lindsay.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, "This game will never end."
Oh, my God.
Feel free to say that on the air.
Yeah, seriously. Lindsay, happy anniversary. Just kidding.
Yeah. Is it your 17th anniversary
Seriously.
16th.
No,
it's already 17th.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody said today, your marriage can drive now.
Yeah, that's right.
This
That's a good
game
call.
can drive now.
No kidding. Oh, my goodness. But we are at another timeout, correct? Do we
What
need
did you
another
say? We're
break?
in another time zone?
Did we get to? We need one more break.
Oh, yeah, we need
Or
a
no?
couple of breaks. Man, Mute me? I'm just kidding. Don't mute me.
Y'all are having too much fun
just
that
wait.
I'm unaware of.
Just 12.1 seconds.
Okay.
12 seconds.
Okay.
Let's just see how it goes in 12 seconds.
All right. 5:23, 32-20. Where's my sleeping bag?
Man, I tell you what. Then I think about, hey, all we got to do now is get all the weapons detection systems back up.
Check out Lindsay's emoji there. Having fun with these emoji stickers.
Yes.
You guys sent me some good ones the other day.
I was glad that you
enjoyed them.
Kind of showed us how to do it.
Do we need to take a fourth quarter break, or we're through with our breaks? We're good on breaks. Okay. Okay. Good. I just wanted to know if we needed one before the game ended or not. 5:10. The clock rolls. Big third down play. If the Pats can pick up this first down, they got a chance to run the clock out on this drive. 2 scores up. Oh, my goodness. Another whistle.
Oh, man.
It's over. Well, it's official. It's official, Brent.
Delay of game against Hillcrest.
Listen.
Yes?
Wait a minute. I want John to announce score update.
Okay, so after the delay of game, back it up 5 yards.
Come at John
to the 28. Oh, I know what you got. I know what it is now. Okay. Wow. That's terrible, guys.
I've heard. And horrible.
Oh. Who's Gary?
Bryson in shotgun. The snap. The quick pitch out here to Caden Smith. Tries to break it upfield, but a nice tackle by the inside linebacker, or the cornerback, rather. And he'll pick up just a couple of yards, and it'll be 4th and 10, and the Pats will be forced to punt. Gary, that's terrible.
Oh, what? I'm glad I'm not Gary.
No kidding. Okay, there's the announcement you were looking for. You want to give an RSV Design scoreboard update?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to any other scores. What happened? I don't
Robin
know.
Spence Vanderford just texted. She wanted a scoreboard update of her own. Central kicks a field goal, scores 24 straight points.
Wow, what a punt by Jordan Chambers-Smith.
Oh, God.
And he gets hit before
just
the reception. The ball's live. Bad move there by Henry Robinson Jr.
Well, while we have a minute, Central kicks a field goal with 16 seconds to play and defeats Tuscaloosa County High 31-28.
Wow.
The last time in fact, the score was 28-7 County. And Central scores 24 straight to win the game. 31-28 County.
There's none left.
No.
But look,
31-28 Central.
31-28 Central. I mean, I don't know. Does that even matter? Let's go!
In other news, that's terrible, Gary. That's terrible.
Gary,
that's terrible.
Man.
Gary. Come on, Gary, get it together.
Oh, URD. Man, I'm serious.
3:54.
I'm serious. This game is
remaining in this game. Florence with the ball now at the Hillcrest 49. It's not over yet, guys. We got a 2-score lead with almost 4 minutes. And Florence has the ball.
This is not an hourly rate of the job that we have.
I think it's Gary's fault.
Gary needs to get his act together.
Gary,
for sure.
whoever Gary is.
Yeah, he really does. Here's a pass across the middle and dropped at the 40-yard line. You know, that is about the 4th drop for Cavante Green tonight.
Is that the story? I don't know if that's the story of the game, but it's certainly a paragraph.
Well, gosh, I mean, this game has about 85 chapters, doesn't it?
Oh, me. Well, whatever the case is, I feel like I would like it known, if you're from Florence and you're listening to our broadcast, I don't know why you're listening to our broadcast instead of your own, but maybe you might. But Cade Davis, I feel like, has been pretty solid.
Yeah. Davis back to pass. Little screen out to the right side.
Yes, tackled by his own tackle.
He'll be brought down just past the line of scrimmage. We'll give him about a half a yard.
You're right. Good
Dropped
call.
by
3rd down and 9.
That's number 55, Keandre Reeder, his own teammate on the tackle. We appreciate it.
He's trying to get out there to make a play. And the guy cut right back into it.
I'd just like to say I think Gary did a good job on that play.
Well, I didn't hear anybody saying to the contrary.
And that clock's it's still running.
Good. Go clock.
The snap, Davis back to pass, looking down the field, and incomplete. Over the outstretched hands of his receiver, Jamarian Reeder. It'll be 4th and 9.
Well,
they've got to go for it here, right?
Yeah, why are they not going for it?
They're within range of winning this game if they pick up a first down. Why would they be punting here? 3:09 remaining in the game, down by 2 scores. You can't not go for it on 4th and 9, especially in your opponent's territory.
Why would you not go for it?
Questionable decision here.
What in the world? You got to figure.
It's a low line drive kick that will roll into the end zone for a touchback. 3 minutes even. No, 2:59 remaining in the game. Hillcrest will have it 1st and 10 at the 20. That's the white flag right there to me.
Yeah.
100%.
It's only 2 scores, guys.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand.
And you got all 3 timeouts.
And you got number 4 over there. At least throw the ball up to him.
Wow.
I mean, do we need to take a knee?
I would.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Man, that is interesting.
Gary. Okay. Bryson under center. The snap, the pitch, a loss on the carry there by Jacoby Harris of a yard. 2nd down and 11.
They took a timeout.
Are you? Wow.
You know, with 6 minutes left, maybe you punt.
Yeah.
But 3 minutes?
And then you use your timeout.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
Well.
Got any more RSV Design scoreboard updates?
Last I heard it was
31-28 Central?
Yeah, I think Central beat County.
That's the only score. That's all I got. There was only one
score. Hey, guys, we got to take a break, okay? Back after this on the Hillcrest football broadcast.
Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house design Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
So when I finally got into college, I remember that a lot of the finances were now not on my parents but on me. I remember telling my teller this, and she had such amazing advice to set up 2 savings accounts. One could be used.
2003.
All right, we're back. 2nd and 10. Bryson hands it off on the belly G. And Christian Ritchie picks up about 4. He does not hit the ground.
Why did the
but
clock
his forward
stop?
progress stops him at the 25. 2:42. And the clock will stop again timeout for Florence. Anybody have an idea of what the strategy might have been?
Well, the thing is, I guess I think about now, if you're Florence, okay, you might get the ball back. That's fine. You could score, but you didn't. You had it on the other side of the field already.
Right. It wasn't like they were
I
on their
know.
own.
They're on the 49-yard line.
And you have all 3 timeouts.
Yes. It makes 0 sense to me.
But part of our job is to just call the game and not to question the decisions of the coaches.
Part of our job is to question. We're analysts, right? We analyze.
Well, I will say this.
I'm
I'm going to analyze the mess out of that one. I'm telling you. Because that is not how I would roll.
Either. How you doing over there, Michael? Yeah? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
Michael,
Lord.
we're all in the same boat with you. Michael,
You're like
listen.
17.
Hey, at least you're not Gary.
Yeah, no
True.
doubt. Because Gary
is terrible.
Whoever that is, he's got some decisions to rethink. and some security paths to consider.
All right, here's the snap. Bryson fakes the handoff. He keeps it. He's got the first down to the 45-yard line. Bryson with a beautiful run in traffic to pick up the first down, which is probably the final nail in the coffin for this game.
That'll be your. By the way, I'm for real. Gary is not the white cap. I'm serious.
It's this guy right here.
Oh, okay.
Jeff pointed him out.
Oh,
He's the guy talking to Rodney.
Oh, well, man.
Okay, where's the guy yelling at Gary in the
Right
stand?
below us. Like right below us.
Oh, okay. Here's a handoff on the belly G.
See now, okay.
Christian Ritchie gets about a yard.
I feel a little better about the offensive line play on those last 2. I mean, offensive line play has been pretty good. Would you say
C plus?
that? Okay, yeah,
I'd say C plus. I would agree.
All right, you know what? Sometimes I almost think that might be easier than to pick to score some of the position groups than it is to score.
Once again, I've never coached O-line. Neither of you. Coach Ashley may be seeing it vastly different than us, though.
Well, and it's funny because I think sometimes when we pick player of the game, we always end up saying like, oh, what? That guy missed all kinds of assignments.
And then you hear their grade, and you're like, oh, wow.
Oops. Gary got a D-.
That's a little bit generous for Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Based on the fan in the stands here.
Just hold the ball.
Oh, the pitch out, and look at this. Go! Jacoby Harris into Falcon territory all the way down to the 38-yard line. Beautiful play. It was a triple option play right there, guys.
That is what
the
I'm
old
talking
Bama
about.
triple option. Jacoby Harris almost broke it on that one.
Now, look, other teams run the triple option. I think it goes so Bama. I mean, that's
because Bear Bryant dominated the 70s with a triple option.
That's the old General Neyland special veer.
But you don't understand how dominant Alabama was in the 70s with that triple option. Victory formation now as we're under a minute, down to 47 seconds left. And wow.
2-0 tonight, boys. 2-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like you said, it's my 17th anniversary now. It started as my 16th, but now it's my 17th. Okay.
Yeah, one more snap, guys, and
I believe that's win number 255 for the Fighting Jamie Mitchells. I think that's right.
Is that right?
I think so.
All right.
He won that last year in week 9, game 8.
I just remember at the beginning of the season.
All right, so there it is. Final score. Yeah. Well, there's still 15 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, but Brandon,
no more plays.
Score, right.
It will be the final. Hillcrest 32, Florence 20. Guys, I have an announcement to make here.
Okay.
Hillcrest undefeated in 7A.
Yeah, we are.
Undefeated in 7A.
You're right.
They are.
You're right. Fantastic.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the postgame.
Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house design Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at bamastuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
So when I finally got into college, I remember that a lot of the finances were now not on my parents but on me. I remember telling my teller this, and she had such amazing advice to set up 2 savings accounts. One could be used solely to build up, and then the other could be used for emergencies. And I still have both of those accounts to this day. The Alabama Credit Union employees really have your back and are willing to do everything in order to give you great service.
Yes, let's sit down. Let's sit down. Let's take this to the booth shot, please. Let's take it to the.
Oh, I can sit somewhere else, Brent. I'm just wanting to be on
booth. Yes, let's go to the booth. Okay. All right, to the booth. Let's go. Yeah, we got people. There we go. Well, why is it so dim though? What's going on? Needs to hit again. Hold on. Swap cams. There we go.
Okay.
All right, we got it now. We got it worked out now. We're training some new people here tonight because
fantastic.
We have some new members of our crew, and Michael Wynn is running the field left camera. But next week when we're on the road, we'll only have one camera.
Okay.
We'll be in the visitor stands probably.
Yep.
And none of our director girls of the 3 can make the trip, so Michael had to train in the 4th quarter to be our director next week.
Well, he'll do a great job
next
next week at
He will.
Sparkman.
Okay, so we are here at the post-game show, and now they've all disappeared. So let's see. I guess I'm going to have to run this now. But I
you're
can
so
do it.
skilled.
Hey, I can handle it.
You're
I can
so
handle
skilled.
it, right?
100%.
Okay, so quick recap on what you saw here tonight, Brad.
Quick recap. I feel like Hillcrest was the better football team. Overall, I thought our defense played really well. Aside from 2 blown plays, the kickoff return, and then, of course, there was the big score. I'm trying to think how they scored the other time. It was the long scamper,
the 85-yard
screen
touchdown
pass.
run. That's right, to number 4.
It was a screen pass.
Yes, it was right.
Yeah.
It was Kalen Triplett. And aside from Kalen Triplett, then, we're up. I mean, that's not how the game works. I get it. But it was 32-6. Other than those 2 plays.
We were very fortunate, very fortunate that they did have that number of drop passes, though. So although there were only 2 big plays,
yes.
I know Brett had mentioned there were 4 or 5 drop passes by that one player alone. So I do think, in certain aspects we were fortunate to win by 12, and others we were unfortunate.
Well, and the other thing is, from an offensive line play standpoint, I still go back to that. I felt like the offensive line played really well at times, which led to the point, scoring 32 points. But then at the same time, there were times where I felt like we could put another nail in the coffin.
Right.
Or, extend the lead or kind of put it to bed.
You want to run it, Rick?
And no, it was like we couldn't pull away. Well, I will say, give some credit to Florence defensively.
No
I
doubt.
thought their defense was pretty solid.
And they never gave up. They very much could have folded it a couple times.
They kept it as a ball game for sure. Okay, well, I do not have the email with the stats, and it's so late I don't really care.
That's okay.
The only stat that really matters is 32 to 20.
32-20.
Hillcrest with the final. Let's move on to our players of the game.
Let's do
How
it.
about that? Can we do that?
We got it. I'm ready.
Okay, our players of the game brought to you by Award Company of America and Walk On Sports Bistro. On offense, guys, I mean, how can you not select Jordan Chambers-Smith?
I mean, unless we're going with him somewhere else. I mean, that's the only thing.
The only other candidate, I don't know that he was as productive, but the only other candidate is Caden Smith.
Yeah, but then again, we could go Caden another direction.
But Caden really had most of his success on special teams, the big return.
He had a lot. Yeah, I think he had a lot on offense and special teams, guys.
And I think he was kind of they chose him as a weapon a lot offensively. Mm-hmm. He got a lot of touches, that's for sure. But I don't think we give the award because a guy got a lot of touches.
Right. I don't disagree with 11, Brent. I'm good with that.
Okay. I do think, though, Jacoby Harris, Christian Ritchie, of course, Bryson Kimbrough, there were 5 guys, distinct 5 guys that were above and beyond the playmakers for Hillcrest for us. Yes,
legit weapons.
They're correct.
And we're gonna, this is the first game, and they're still ironing some things out.
Sure
we're going to
are.
see some great things from them. on down the road.
Correct.
And now defense, I think it's pretty obvious to us. Yeah. Jeremiah Beverly was dominant on that defensive line, came up with big play after big play, especially in that first half, and then he had the batted pass in the second half. You guys agree with that?
I do. I do think it's important, though, to give Kendall Moorhead a shout-out because I thought he was really, really good also. And despite the fact that he, Jeremiah Beverly made a lot of plays and he got his name called out, Kendall Moorhead was right there next to him helping him make the plays.
Agreed.
But I still stick with Jeremiah Beverly.
All right, now, hey, what are we going to do about special teams, guys?
We gave offense to Jordan Chambers-Smith.
Right.
The problem is Jordan Chambers-Smith is probably our best special teams guy.
But what about Caden?
I think it's Caden.
Caden with his big punt return.
Unless you want to break press and give two
and
awards.
he had a punt return touchdown called back.
I agree.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because of an unnecessary crackback
I think he had the type of overall game that he needs to be recognized for something.
So Caden. So we got Caden for special teams.
10th graders, guys.
Okay,
that's
there you
encouraging.
Go. Guys, it is now 10:15. Right? You ready to hit the road?
Yep.
I think I'm done.
All right, let's wrap this up. We'll see you next week. Happy anniversary to me.
Hey, good job, dude. Good job.
We'll go home and celebrate this last
and good
hour
job,
and a half.
Bakers. Friday night.
And Nathan McDonald on the video.
Great job. Great job.
Absolutely.
Good job, buddy. Good job, man.
Yeah.
Look, he'd be like, give me my money. Oh, you're like, guys.
And great job, you guys. It's so fun to be here.
I'm so happy.
Back
I love
again.
It. I love it.
Back and better than ever.
It's absolutely.
I agree. Taking our show on the road next week,
Hey,
boys.
we have to give one last shout-out to David Jones.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, David. We appreciate it. And like Brad said, I'm excited to see a new stadium next week, boys.
I agree.
So let's go.
Sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, that's it. Patriots 32 and the Falcons 20. We're done. We're back next week from Sparkman.
Let's go.
Up in the Huntsville area. Join us then. For Brad Armstrong, Brian Pirano, and the whole Hillcrest student broadcast crew, this is Brent Jones. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Go Pats.
Pats.